I'm telling you, Haaland's game on the ball is underrated. Like, okay, look, I'm not saying he's messy.
I just don't get it. What made you support City?
What made me support City? It was next to my house. It was next to my apartment. I could walk there.
So you said you're like a pro player, right?
Yeah.
So I talked about that a little bit. Like, no, I feel like a lot of people give up on their dreams in high school and stuff like that because like sports get intense and whatnot. Like. By the way,
Now
we have started the Let's Talk City podcast. We have a special guest with us today. Introduce yourself. We have a returning guest, bro. How are you?
Good man, how are you?
Good. You were just talking about him being like a real City fan, bro. Give us some questions, bro. Test his knowledge, bro. See, he's like,
what? I just don't get it. What made you support City?
What made me support City? It was next to my house. It was next to my apartment. I could walk there. My cousin was like a really big fan.
Who's a fan of City?
Yeah.
I no.
He used to get because like, the problem was all his friends were United fans. He used to get flamed for it. My God. But then eventually.
The tables turned.
Eventually, no, not tables. I mean, yeah.
I want to say it turned just yet. I mean,
no, it did turn. Come on.
Okay, you guys getting titles, but
one trophy.
Chill.
Come on, man.
Okay, you guys getting titles, but I wouldn't say like
10 years.
Like, we have the second most.
No way, you only have one. You said one trophy.
No. You guys had the Europa League, right?
No, we've been getting titles. Now we haven't got like Premier League stuff like that, but we got what Europa League.
The last league. Because they said Carbo Cup was the first thing you won.
Alright, cool. You got the Europa League, the Energy Drink Cup.
Okay.
You haven't won the Premier League in what, like 10, 15 years?
It's been 10 years.
10 years ago.
It's been 10 years
Aren't
exactly.
you guys facing corruption?
Huh?
Aren't you guys facing corruption?
No.
Yeah, you were.
100 charges, right?
How many times did they try to charge us? How many times did we found innocent?
Was he? I mean, 100 charges. You think I beat that?
Did you see
100 charges?
100.
Yeah. If you saw the charges, you know it was one of them. Like grass length. What am I supposed to do with grass length?
I think if I hit them like the UV, like 15 points, like you know.
No, we're not gonna.
It was supposed to be point production, but I don't know what's going on.
No,
It's gonna take effect in a couple of years. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, no, it's not anytime soon. If anything, it's like 4 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years I saw.
Because like, the investigation itself was 4 years, right?
So they started the investigation this year.
So this
No,
year.
No, it's been a while because I know
They've been like adding it up.
No, it's because when
they
you
just started, they released a statement like, oh, we caught City.
But it's because you remember the UEFA charges a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
That we were found innocent of, and then we turned we were first charged, and then we revolted the charge, and we found innocent in the end.
But I think it's 100. You think it'll be all of them? 100
Yeah?
charges.
Honestly, there's nothing I trust more than the boy.
I mean,
The boy. I'll tell you this: the boy has brought everything. You think if you think that they'd be corrupt? You think they?
Oh, wait, no. You know what? Real talk.
You think they started Empire like City? You think they started Empire like City? And then go down to that? Never.
But the Arabs kind of do like I wouldn't say like corrupt business, but you know.
We don't corrupt. It's whitewashing. It's pure whitewashing.
So why would they have 100 charges off this game?
Bro, you can make up charges. Okay, I'll give you an example, right?
So then
I guarantee you.
I think no. Here's what
I don't even think Chelsea will get hit that much. I promise you, we won't get hit that. We won't get hit with that.
That's a bit kind of, I don't know, with like 600 in 6 months. That's kind of crazy.
700. Come on.
Our owner is generally rich. You know what I'm trying to say? Our
owner is like.
But we're not okay, bro. The thing is, we're not even like okay. We've been doing good recently. We beat Dortmund. We got that Leicester game. To be honest, Chelsea's been doing good.
call it good.
We're doing better than United.
2 wins in 5 games. 3 wins in 5 games.
That's not true. Southampton? Come on, bro. What? Southampton?
3 wins in 5 games? Come on, man. Let's be real.
Yeah, there's 3 wins in 5 points.
Hey, bro, we're in Champions League, bro. Hey, we're ahead of City and United in the Champions League, bro. I don't want to hear it from nobody.
Yeah, okay, but
I don't want to hear from nobody, bro.
We still haven't played our game. We haven't played our game yet.
Easily, I can put money on it now. You guys are getting knocked out.
Who do you think we'll face? Because I think, so Bayern's ahead, Chelsea.
Napoli.
Bro, what?
You guys
That's a win. That's gonna be tough match.
You're
That's
gonna
gonna be Chelsea. I have more faith in Napoli than Chelsea.
That's gonna be a tough match, but I think
it's not a tough match. Napoli.
I think Napoli is the only team that's gonna make it past the second round that we have a chance of beating. But I don't think anyone else.
Napoli.
I think
oh my God.
I don't think Bayern. Obviously, I'm not born yesterday. I know Bayern is like.
Yeah, Bayern's gonna kill you guys.
Yeah,
Madrid's gonna kill you guys.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
This year might kill you guys.
Bro, do you think they'll make it past last week? Be honest, City.
We might not. If we
bro,
don't,
we're talking, bro.
We don't. We go next year again. It's okay.
No, bro, that's not okay. Bro, you guys,
okay.
how you guys cop Holland, bro? You guys can't even perform with the guy, bro.
Holland?
Yeah.
No, we don't have a left back.
Your left back is the problem?
No, not necessarily left back.
You guys have
we have like an
midfield.
aging midfield. We have like a left back issue. We have a winger issue. I mean, let's be like.
Real talk. Let me ask you.
Greer's been amazing, but we don't have we don't
have.
You
be performing during Champions.
We don't have that Sané profile. You remember that Sané profile that used to kill teams off. You know, we don't have that Sané Sterling combo. We don't have that.
Yeah,
anymore.
you guys Sterling. Oh my goodness, bro.
It was good, but Sterling now garbage, man. I can't even lie.
Yeah,
the Champions
League. Did you guys watch it Birmingham again?
I watched the last 30 minutes of it. Yeah.
Bro, I swear. You know, I was looking at the stats. Like we had 17 shots. Dortmund had 17 shots. Same amount on target.
Yeah, Dortmund. I can't lie. I think you guys got really lucky, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
I could agree on that.
Do you remember
Chelsea, the amount of chances Chelsea from.
Oh my! In the last
Oh
5
my
minutes,
goodness.
bro,
Yo, do you see the
they do
beginning?
everything perfectly till the final third, and then all of a sudden they just start walking around. They get to Havertz.
Yeah.
Havertz starts to turn in a corner. I don't know why. But yeah, man.
The thing was, I was so scared about the match, because, bro, I think within the first 10 minutes we had 2 opportunities, and then Raheem Sterling, he had like a 10 to 15 second opportunity to make something. I swear to God, he just like stood. He just stood there like thinking, like I was thinking faster than him in the
Even
moment.
his goal was so scuffed, man.
Okay, relax.
He missed the first kick. He almost fell over with the first kick. He kicked the air, and then he was like, okay, I'm back normal. Let me stand up straight. Okay, now I can kick the ball. Come on, man.
But no,
You tell me a world-class defense is on the spot there.
obviously, that's what I was telling everyone. People were saying Dortmund's gonna beat Chelsea and all that. Dortmund is not nice, bro. They're not a nice
They
squad.
are good. They are a good team.
Bro, relax,
They're
bro.
a good
Second,
team.
More asking you
You
guys.
gotta watch the Bundesliga. I heard you're a fraud when it comes to the Bundesliga. Huh? I heard your friends.
I know, but hey, look at this. You guys are about to get knocked out by a Bundesliga team. So it's weird.
Why are we? Wait, sorry. Why are we about to get knocked out? What makes us so cold? What makes
You guys didn't capitalize your first match. How are you guys the second? How are you guys?
You lost your first match.
Bro, we're 10th in the Prem, bro. What you can't expect it. Like for me, it's like
Okay,
at
what
the
second?
you
What
should
do
have.
expect us to do? Lose? Come on,
But
man.
you guys almost lost the first match.
We didn't almost lose.
Yes, you did.
The first half was ultra dominant.
But then the
First
second
ultra-
half, they had more shots.
How do you think you're gonna do in the next? This coming
How do you
game?
think we're gonna do?
How do you think you're gonna do?
I think if De Bruyne plays,
Okay.
it's a wrap.
What's the reason why he didn't play last game?
He was sick or injured. I think
No,
was he actually ill. I
De
think.
Bruyne, yeah, last game,
He was
yeah, he
ill,
was
yeah.
ill. He was ill.
He was ill?
He was
Yeah.
sick, yeah. But with De Bruyne, I don't know. Nowadays, he's a bit like he's still world class. He's still world class.
Yeah.
He's still, in my opinion, best midfielder in the world.
I don't know. He's
But
been
he's
pretty
taking
up.
like one like pedigree down where he's like a bit like
Inconsistent with this play.
not inconsistent. I want to say inconsistent.
Cause bro, I've been seeing his attitude since like the World Cup, bro. He's just been like a really like I don't
No,
know. No, bro. Like I remember. Do you remember the reports he was saying when like the Belgium? He was like Belgium wasn't ready for the World Cup. They were
Yeah, I
like,
saw
like he
that.
was
No,
like,
but here's the thing.
what type of
Belgian
captain
team-
are you?
The Belgian team. No, I will say one thing, right?
You can't say that.
How
bro.
are you
You're
expected to do anything when you got Roberto Martinez, the biggest bald fraud in the world, coaching you? Roberto Martinez, I have no idea how he coaches still. This guy gets beat by Sean Dyche. I'm telling you, he gets beat by Sean Dyche.
You agree
Look
with
at
this?
Roberto Martinez. Tell me one good thing he's done.
I don't know.
He's just been on. He's been on great squads. He's just been on great squads.
I'm not 100% sure on this, right? But I'm pretty sure before Spain, he was in the championship.
You're lying.
I swear. No.
Championship in
No,
England,
before
Martinez?
Belgium. Before Belgium. Let me double check.
He was coaching the championship
Yeah.
in England.
Yeah.
For
Roberto
who?
Martinez is a fraud. I'm telling you.
No
Yes.
way.
Actually,
You tell me he got recruited from the championship?
from championship to Belgium,
No.
Yeah.
and didn't he get the Portugal job too now?
You got a Portugal
Yeah,
job.
Portugal,
That's so
yeah.
dumb. That was
I
such a
don't know why-
bad.
I don't know why they would do that.
Portugal is such a young squad. Like I feel like they should have somebody that's like ready to grow with them.
Nah, he's horrible.
Huh?
He's honestly, I've never seen football like Roberto Martinez football. That shit is like it's like Tuchelaban. You know Tuchelaban? It's the closest thing to Tuchelaban. Bro, Tuchelaban was bad on his own though. Tuchelaban football made me want to cry, honestly. I'd watch a Chelsea game
How do
and
you feel
die.
about Potter?
I always say this on record. I want to sack him.
Already?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Bro, he's just not like. I don't think he's ready for like that type of pressure. He's not ready for that type of team.
But
Like, bro, I kept saying this on the pod. Bro, coaching Brian is not coaching Chelsea, bro. Regardless of how good he did with Brian, he did not have this. He's not gonna get that pressure. Bro, he came into Brian on like a falsy squad and he built it up. He built it up to how it is. But you're going into Chelsea. This is like a historic squad.
Yeah.
It's like you're bringing a new coach to United. You're bringing a new coach to City. You know what
I
I'm trying
get
to
it,
say?
but you don't want to give him time. Like it hasn't even been a full season. You already want to sack him.
I
I didn't think there's somebody else that can like handle the pressure and also be a good coach for us.
I don't
I think
think
you
it's his
sack him now.
fault.
Who else will come in? What three managers in one season?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 3.
That's like the
No, obviously to the end of the season, like let it play out. But like, bro, like we're 10th in the Prem, Champions League. Yo, if we can go to the like semifinal of Champions League, I might like have a little bit of like, you know what I mean, a little bit.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before you break your heart, that will never happen again.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that will never happen. What you guys did last time, it will never happen again.
How do you feel about the Dortmund
Never.
game? Do you feel like it was a convincing performance by them?
Hell no, absolutely not. Oh my goodness. For me personally, that was a lucky
I think
game. That was a really lucky
Bellingham
game.
scored, you remember that the chance he missed in front of the goal?
Yeah.
If Bellingham scored that, then we would have had a game. Then we would have seen who was like the better team overall. You know what I mean?
If you want me to be like realistic, Chelsea performed better the first match than they did the second match.
Mm-hmm.
The Chelsea had more opportunities the second match, but the way that they used those opportunities was terrible. Like half of those opportunities we fumbled. Like
Bro,
literally, we would go to the box and it would just be like somebody didn't like touch it correctly and then they would hit it out the box. It was like so. It was like almost like Chelsea was like they were just blessed. Like God just blessed them with more opportunities.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like I can't.
Think about it. Sterling missed kick and then gets time to shoot. Havertz missed the
Havertz
first
missed the
penalty.
penalty,
and
Then he
then
gets the
we do
second
it
one.
again.
Nah, man.
How lucky was that? Because when he missed it, I was already pissed
And you know, I
off.
called it too. I
Huh?
called it. I was like, he's gonna miss this. I already know it. And
You
he
felt-
missed it. I was like, oh, I was so happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted Chelsea.
Yeah, I was so happy.
I was
when
so
he
ready to
missed
talk
it.
my shit. And now they
I was
do
so
it again.
happy
And I
when
was
he
like, oh fuck, they're gonna stay in.
But no, like real talk, like for me personally, we need a real 9, bro. Like this summer, we need to get the league, like cop a
We've seen
9.
him.
Huh?
Napoli have seen him. Been
Nah, I
really
want
good,
him
man.
United.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
United.
United, you guys are begging for him. You guys are crying for him now.
He'll be OC.
Instead of what's his name, Muti, Weggy,
Weghorst?
Yeah, yeah.
I love him. Not gonna lie to you.
Huh?
I love him.
Nah, man.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Like I
Pass
want
it,
to ask you a question about United, bro. Like how's it been the last week, bro? Fumbling Liverpool. You guys won your Europa match. I saw that. But then, like you know, Southampton, bro. Casemiro red card, bro. What's going on, bro?
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie to you, that Liverpool game, I haven't heard the end of it for that whole week in the chat,
7
at work, I hear it all the time.
7-0.
I don't know. When it was 1-0, I was like,
You know that's like that tied the worst result United have ever had in their whole history.
no, yeah.
That was United's worst result.
That was probably the worst game they've
You know
ever
what's
played.
crazy? That was
Worst
even Liverpool's
game,
highest
like,
scoring
worst
game.
result.
I think they beat Bournemouth like 9-1 this
Yeah,
season.
this season.
Yeah.
I remember watching that game. It was so stupid.
But when it went to when they scored 1, I was like, okay, but I'm not too worried because we came back most of the
Yeah,
time.
right.
And then they scored
2.
2, like right off the bat. I was like, okay, cool, this happened before. And I was like, I'm not too worried still.
Yeah.
3.
But now I'm like, 3.
Maybe you can
And
equalize.
then it's the
Maybe
second
you can
half too.
And
equalize.
then second half, like 3, I'm like, okay,
Maybe you can equalize.
It can be a game. Then 4, I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? 5, 6, 7. I was like,
Yo, when Salah took his shirt off the game,
No, yeah.
they gave us over.
after a while,
Did you see that stat by the way? Salah's got more yellow cards against United for taking his shirt off than United have scored goals at Anfield.
No way.
Yeah.
How many is it? 2 or 3?
Oh, he's got 3, right?
yeah, I think so.
3
At a
years
certain
now.
point, I turn off the game, and then my friends are telling me, "Oh, they scored another goal." I was like, "They're lying just to get me like riled up." I check another goal. It keeps happening. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, one of the best defenses in the league.
Nah, I don't know how you guys let Gakpo look like Messi.
Oh my
you guys let
God.
Nunes look like Prime.
Bro, and you know what's so
Prime,
crazy?
man.
Liverpool lost the next week, bro.
Yeah.
I was
Liverpool
so
is such a
happy. I
like.
was so happy when they lost again.
Shouldn't you be
It's
mad?
such a
They lost
contradiction
against-
of a
they lost
club,
against
bro.
Bournemouth.
I have a personal vendetta against every single rival team now. Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool.
I think Liverpool's your biggest rival. Liverpool City is your biggest rival, right?
No,
No, Liverpool.
City, yeah, but it's not Liverpool.
Like old times or
Yeah,
Leeds.
But now that
no.
all my friends
Leeds and
the
Liverpool,
amount of
they were the
like stuff
biggest.
that I've been hearing for the past week,
Mm.
every time they lose or get a goal against them, I'm celebrating like a win. Every
Bro,
single
but real
time.
talk, you make me look embarrassed, bro. I made it short, right? I'm like, I thought, so I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, you guys had just beaten Barcelona, you guys were doing well in the
Yeah.
Premier League. I was like, man, I can see United like making a step, like maybe like fighting for the league. Now you
Yeah.
guys are like
Nah,
11
your
points
title chose
down.
last of the weekend. It was
Like,
like, I
The
love that.
thing is, I was saying, we could go for the title, but I
Nah,
wasn't
nah.
too like convinced because our squad is very short. We didn't have like too much left
Bro,
on the
bro.
bench.
Thing is, I hate when United people say this. Your squad is not short. You have garbage players, garbage decisions. Fred alone.
Yeah,
Fred alone
it's a
is
City
50 million.
United.
Fred, I'll tell you this. Fred alone is almost double Gundo's price. And look at Gundo, now look at Fred. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait, say it again?
You know Gundogan.
Yes.
You know how good he is,
Okay.
right? Fred
Cost
is
double.
double Gundo's price.
Like what? Like his wages?
No. His
How much he
fee.
cost?
How much it costs?
Yeah, double. Fred.
Like how much it's worth?
No,
How
his
much
fee.
you bought him for?
Yeah, how much you guys bought him for? How much we bought him for? How much compared to how much you guys bought
The
him for?
board is a whole different situation. How much we buy players is it's a joke.
I can't lie. No, but did you see?
But
the
you
thing
guys know
yesterday?
when you-
Did you guys see the thing yesterday at Old Trafford or not?
What
Have you guys
part?
ever been to Old Trafford or not?
I've been out, like
I
outside
hate
the
the
store,
stadium.
but I haven't been.
Disgusting stadium.
My God.
No, honestly though, the worst stadium I've ever been to in my life has
Really?
to be Stamford Bridge.
Bro, this guy's the biggest, I swear. For
No,
reason.
no, Stamford Bridge genuinely parking lot, man. It's not even a stadium. It's a
Wait,
parking lot.
how
I
long ago
swear.
have you gone to Stamford Bridge?
How long have I been there?
No, how long? When was the last time you went there?
When was the last time I went there? I went there. So I went there first in 2009, and then. So probably like last time I've been there, probably in 2013,
It's
2014.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think we've even made changes in our stadium.
No, they haven't made
Yeah,
changes
we-
since then.
We haven't, because I'm
But
thinking
even
about
back
it.
then-
The only
even back
club that's made a change is Tottenham. I think they would.
Tottenham have probably the nicest stadium
Yeah.
in
In
England.
England right now.
They have probably the nicest stadium.
You know what Ten Hag actually said? I'm reading support. Sancho, they're planning on benching him, bro.
Sancho?
Yeah.
He's already been benched.
You think about it like this. Think
But
about
look.
this. You guys say you have no depth. Sancho is worth 70 million. How are you telling me you have no depth?
Okay, so who do you think is a valuable option off the bench?
Off the bench?
Yeah, tell me.
None, because you made bad decisions. You spent.
It was-
You know the craziest thing is, United have spent more than City.
No.
After the Anthony move, United officially have spent more in the city.
But that itself
In
is
the last
the
10.
board because we could have got him for like what 60 million in the beginning of the summer.
Right.
Then we want to wait the whole summer for Frankie De Jong, and we didn't get him.
Yeah, I
And
know.
then spent
You
100
guys were on
fumbled
your
on De Jong.
knees for De Jong. You guys were on your knees
I
begging,
don't
crying
understand
for
why.
it.
You guys can import Gakpo. January, transfer window,
We're
bro.
gonna total what 5-6 million, though in this winter transfer window, and we needed players too. Ronaldo left. We didn't have. Martial was always injured. I don't get what
Yeah, Martial is
I don't know why
terrible.
you guys brought Valti, bro. Valti.
We need someone.
You know
we
Valti
have
is?
Rafa up front. He's not doing
Huh?
anything.
You know Valti?
Yeah.
Yeah, what goes, man. I don't know why you guys brought him in. Burnley striker, why? Like, sure,
We
he
needed
scored 2
someone.
against Argentina, but
We did have to need a body up front. Who else?
yeah, but
Because,
Valti,
yeah, right,
Valti
right.
isn't scoring them.
Who?
Valti isn't scoring them. He scored 1.
Okay, who else? We didn't have
Who
anyone
else?
If we had someone else, okay. But
You
we
panic. Panic by throwing a seam head.
We don't
Yeah.
have money. That's
You
why
do
we
have
bought him.
money.
No, you don't. They couldn't.
That's the reason why we bought him in the first place. We don't have
Gakpo.
money.
They literally couldn't afford
I'm not
Gakpo.
gonna- I'm not
Hold
gonna-
on. Real talk. So you guys let go of Ronaldo. Isn't his money that you guys pay him? It's over, right? Or are you still paying him?
I think we
No, it's over.
paid out his contract, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You paid it out?
We turned it. Yeah, we paid it out.
No,
So,
I
he
don't
was
think you
your-
guys paid it up, but I think you guys
I'm
came
pretty
to an
sure we
agreement.
did.
You guys came to an agreement.
So you guys don't have any. Who's your most expensive player right now?
all of
David
them.
De Gea.
No,
He is your
Anthony.
most expensive player.
Oh,
Wages
fee-
wise, yeah,
wages.
350 a week.
No, Casemiro. Casemiro and
No,
Varane,
he's
I think
not-
they're on 400, are they not?
No.
Casemiro?
Ronaldo.
Casemiro 100% for no,
No. Ooh.
because no, the Champions League winners. They came from Real Madrid.
Yeah,
They must
yeah,
match
yeah.
it for
They're
them.
not gonna go. They're not gonna
They're
go.
not gonna go for
like
cheap.
small cheap.
Yeah,
100%
probably not go
no.
cheap, but I don't know. The one I know confirmed is
David De Gea is
350 a week for sure.
But
But you
he's
guys
he's
don't
probably
know
been there the
his
longest. I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, you've been there for what?
Luke Shaw or him, right?
No,
No,
you
no,
want to
David
hire
De Gea.
him? You've been with Sir Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a backup keeper first, was he not?
No, I think he came.
No, he was a backup keeper, I'm pretty sure. Then eventually one of them. Actually, no, I don't think he was backup.
No, he wasn't. He
I
came.
don't think so.
He came and started. I don't remember.
I think he came in as a starter.
I never.
I'm not sure. I wasn't watching
I
back
think
then.
about Casillas because I know Casillas was a backup keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably thinking about Casillas, but whatever.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about Casemiro, bro? He's been getting like a lot of like trouble in a sense, like in the field.
Football
Casemiro's
wonders.
got, bro. I think the
Football
last
wonders.
like month, bro, he's had 2. He got sent off 1 game for 2 yellow cards, and he has another red card.
Rodri
again.
dropped it 8.7. Look at Casemiro. Look, see the levels right there.
But the thing about
Rodri-
It's
Casemiro,
not even about levels.
Rodri
the
never
thing
got
about Casemiro is,
one red
hold
card
on.
in his career. Rodri
Let me
got
say
one
this.
red card in his whole
To
career.
be fair, Casemiro, regardless of how reckless he plays, bro, he's so valuable to the squad. You can't play like that, bro.
Oh no, but both times, both is the second yellow and the first, the red recently. Do you think it was a red card?
Do I think it was red card?
This most recent.
Yes.
I would have, yeah.
You think so too?
Yeah.
Oh come on, you remember this one?
Okay, no, listen. He's going straight at it. What other way can you tackle the ball?
Look.
If he
I'm
was
saying
done
this.
like this,
Don't
it's gonna be
tackle.
easy.
Don't tackle.
What do you mean don't tackle?
Calm down.
But
Let's
it's,
see they come in.
but the thing is, it's a very violent tackle, though.
It's not
You
even
see,
violent.
he's straight for his leg,
The
bro.
replay, his foot is bending too. It's not even straight out.
Yeah, I know.
Have argument.
But it's
So
the same as-
he gets ball first and cuts the. I forgot who the player who was fighting for it as well. They were both like what's it called? It's a duel.
But he
Casemiro
got
gets
one
it first.
first.
The other player is touching the ball as well, and the ball rolls. Casemiro's ankle rolls over and then hits the player as well. But he got the ball first. But at that point, he wasn't going straight for the player, so it's not dangerous.
The thing is, it's the follow up as well. Like yeah,
It
I
wasn't
get
his
what
fault.
you
It's the
mean.
ball that's rolling.
The
so
follow
he
up
had
hit
it.
him.
But to be
Follow up
fair,
hit him.
Yeah, but what can he do about
To
that?
be-
He got
to be-
ball
no,
first.
no,
What
go
can he
for
do?
it.
Huh?
Don't go.
Even
for
though I personally think
Chill out.
Casemiro's tackles, like both of them have like are definitely red cards. Like to be fair, a lot of Premier League referees nowadays, like I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
if you
they
notice the
do.
referees, bro, like they've been really just like 50-50, bro. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they really like.
But-
I see some matches they really just like, oh, they're eyeing every tackle. Oh, this is a yellow, this is red. There's some they're just like they don't even see. It's like they're blind or
Yeah,
something.
but like,
bro.
come on, like you guys should have won.
But even no, we should have.
Yeah, you guys should have won.
Southampton, you know, Southampton led possession and they had more shots than them.
No,
No,
yeah,
it's
we were not
big.
looking.
Listen.
We're playing counter.
You can't really say anything about the Southampton game. You guys lost.
But the thing is, talking about red cards. But then you're talking about red cards. The Chelsea's last game too. How many red cards should have been? Even the one on Felix too. That should have been a straight red. He went straight for his ankle.
Yeah.
That was,
I
what do you
would
mean?
agree with the red.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You don't think it was a red?
Yeah, it was red.
It was.
Yeah, he went straight for the ankle. That should.
John
That
Felix, John Felix did play a little bit.
That's the argument. I don't think it was a red. He got ball first. The player, okay, I can understand. I think it's a very, very harsh red. But I think the yellow more deserved. But the one on Felix, that's straight red, and he didn't even give a red. And it was the same guy again.
You know, but then, I realized something. Ten Hag is an Old Trafford merchant. When you guys got the refs on their side, man. Think about it. When did you beat the top 6 outside of Old Trafford? You're 6 from us. You're 7 from Liverpool. Pretty sure you guys tied against. You guys
Oh
lost
shoot!
against
I didn't even realize that you
guys lost against
did.
Arsenal. You guys lose away, man. You guys only lose away. This is why there should be an investigation on the rigged referees. I am still salty. Okay, do you remember when you played us, right?
Okay.
There is no way Rashford was not interfering with. He was interfering with the play, was he not?
He wasn't touching the ball.
No, bro, come on, come on, he was in the run.
Anderson being what's it called? Judging from Rashford's position, that's his fault. What is
It's not, bro. Okay.
Rashford didn't touch the ball.
Okay, but here's the thing. You have Bruno here and you got Rashford here. It looks like either one of them could kick the ball. If by interfering with play, you're blocking the defender off, which there was a defender, Akanji was to the left of it. You could have easily gotten the ball if Rashford wasn't there. Second thing, right? What do you call it? The official referee rule is that interfering with play could also be like influencing the goalkeeper's decisions. It did. It really did because if you saw where Ederson was, he was kind of ready for that Rashford shot to hit his chest or something. Not that Bruno shot to come in around the right on his left.
But the thing is, from the angle he was at, he saw both.
Alright, but let's be honest. Let's agree to disagree. It was offside.
I don't think so. I think that.
No. Honestly, no bias.
Nah, I don't know. Nah, relax. You think that was offside?
I don't think it was offside. I personally, if he touched it,
really?
But Rashford's running full speed, and then you hear Bruno say, "Stop! What is he supposed to do? He's not gonna stop.
Don't run full speed. You're offside."
He didn't. But the thing is, he didn't know that he was offside. But
Okay,
Bruno said, "You're offside."
It's like saying this: like if I'm offside, right, and I score a goal, I didn't know I was offside. The goal should have counted.
But the thing is, if you're hearing someone say, "Stop! You're offside," and you're running full speed, you're trying your best to stop. But
okay, but he was okay, but you can't shield the ball from an offside position.
He's literally trying to slow himself down.
No, he's not. He wasn't doing this. He was sprinting forward. He was covering Akanji's side, so Akanji couldn't come in from behind, so Bruno could come in and take the shot.
You're saying he was actively shielding Akanji away.
He wasn't doing this, alright?
So
but he was in the way.
He was shielding.
He was in the vision. He was blocking the vision.
Who's
That's interfering with. It's like saying this. If I have a striker and I tell him, okay, you know what, you're not playing this game. I want you to sit in the box and just sit there the whole time. Just sit on the ground. Don't even walk. Just sit in the box. The ball goes by in front of him and he starts like waving at the ball. He says as if he's gonna touch it. Right? And then all of a sudden he puts his foot out.
Okay, let's agree and disagree. I say I don't think it's offside, but you.
I don't think it's offside. And you know what? I want to take this summer on City's end, right? Yo, I've been watching City recently, and I don't want to say anything crazy, but I think, I don't know.
We've lost our edge.
Not lost our edge. I already mentioned that. I think like Haaland might be overrated.
Thank you.
Yo, I think Haaland might be overrated, and I just realized this weekend, bro. I actually just had an epiphany, just thought about this weekend, bro.
I will tell you the definition of overrated, okay? You do not get to say anything. He scored more goals in your football club. You know how embarrassing that is?
Yo, I'm gonna look at this stat right now. How many outside the box goals does Haaland have this season, bro? Haaland is big, bro. I swear to God, Kevin De Bruyne.
In the box?
Out the box. Out the box. How many out the box?
He's at one. I'll tell you that for a fact.
One goal?
But I'll tell you one thing, right?
This guy does,
What does it matter?
I'm saying a true striker should be able.
No, a true striker scores when he has the chance. Is it not?
But look, I want to show you.
I'll give you an example, right? Do you know the name Inzaghi?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. He's considered one of the best. You think of him as one of the best, right?
Okay.
Inzaghi was nicknamed the Foxtrotter. Why? Because he only scored inside the 6-yard box, and people still call him the best. But the thing is, he got the job done.
But look, let me show you something.
A striker's job. I want to compare. If Van Gogh banged in 30 goals, would you keep him or no?
Yes, I would keep him.
There you go. What you want from me?
But look, I'll say
Isaac. What you claim?
I don't not Haaland. He's scoring goals good, but I don't think that he's doing anything.
He's not even the best player on City.
Like
you mentioned that too.
I will say something, right?
Okay.
I think it's also the system we're playing in. Because he doesn't. Because let's be honest. Like, you see him at Dortmund, right?
Yeah.
You see his goal against PSG in the Champions League, where he almost broke the net or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Outside the box, crazy. The guy has the capability. We all know this, right?
No.
But I think it's because
City has. City puts him in that position.
It's not only that.
I would say that.
It's also because look at the way teams used to play against Dortmund and against City. Everyone against us. When was the last time you didn't see a team low block against us? Every team sits back against us. Every fucking team. Not a single team stays up against us. Not a single team. The only team to ever attack against us, the last time a team attacked against us, like properly attacked, and it wasn't just sitting back, was Liverpool last year. That prime Liverpool. That's why they were able to beat us sometimes. Because they didn't just sit back the whole time. Teams they weren't afraid.
But look at that Champions League match.
Even against United, how many times did you sit back? You guys sat back the game and they counted, right?
But look, I'm gonna mention this. I'm looking at last three couple City games that I watched. You got your guys' game against Arsenal, the Champions League match.
Beautiful.
The Champions League match. No, Arsenal played better than you guys. even though you guys
Arsenal
won.
no.
Yes, they did. They played better than you guys. But they didn't capitalize on
That's football, bro.
So the thing is, I don't understand.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't, because people. I'll say one thing, right? People always twist the image when it comes to this type of stuff, right? If you're United and you're playing against Southampton, well, you guys are obviously going to dominate against Southampton, right?
Yeah.
But people would say Southampton was the best team. Why? Because they held off you guys, right? You can't say the same against us against Arsenal. Arsenal are in flying form.
The thing is,
just because we sat back a bit and we took our chances doesn't mean we were the worst team.
the thing is with Arsenal that I think that game we deserved to lose because I don't know why they insisted on passing out to the back when it didn't work.
Who, against us?
No, Arsenal against you guys.
Oh,
Every
okay.
time they just kept messing up. And how many chances were you guys were about? We were so close to scoring so many times. I thought after a while they will understand. Okay, cool, it's not working. Let's just boot it up and see what happens. But they insisted on passing out to the back, and eventually you guys scored.
I thought we did that well defensively as well.
No, I think you guys did well.
I thought we really did.
But just
Yeah, you guys
pissed me off because you guys Arsenal could have beat you guys, but just stupid mistakes that.
But at the same
cost
time,
you guys
anything
lose.
could be anything. You can't say that because we beat them twice this season now.
I understand, but
We've
that
beaten Arsenal
game,
twice this season.
but like some of the goals were so preventable. I just didn't understand.
Oh,
what
okay,
they
yeah,
were doing.
I personally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get what
Because
you
like
mean.
I think 2 of the
Yeah.
goals were off like missed opportunities by Arsenal's
Exactly.
like
The
defense.
first goal was Tomiyasu mistake, I think it was.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, he just passed it basically.
Yeah, he passed it.
Yeah, the bad pass. That was it.
Second one
I think that was when they pressed them out to the
was
back.
it Gabriel's mistake? It might have been Gabriel's mistake. Or the third one was Gabriel's mistake.
I'm not sure, but I remember this.
No, the Jack Grealish one, which is like
Okay.
the third one, was a Gabriel mistake. The second one, I don't remember much, but yeah. But no, here's the thing. Football's all about mistakes, man. Like, how do you think about it like this? If you score, there's no such thing as a team who performs perfect. The last time a team performed perfectly against another perfect team and still dominated was Barcelona, 2009. You don't see those
against
things.
United?
There's a reason. No.
Against
Everybody. That team, they would play to perfection, right?
Bro, but that squad was like OD, bro.
No.
Like, bro, yeah, that's like the most OD squad I think I've seen in my life, bro.
Okay, but that's what I mean. That's the last time a team could play perfectly against another perfect team and do it like that. Everything nowadays is mistakes, man. Every goal considered is mistakes nowadays.
We also have to like take into consideration the Premier League.
You can track back a mistake from the attack. You could argue,
But
the same.
you know, but the thing
because
is,
Arsenal didn't score, City took advantage.
to get back to the Holland being overrated thing. Like I also want to mention that Champions League match. That Champions League match, bro. Yo, bro, the second, the second half.
The Leipzig game. I'll tell you why. Right. First of all, you saw the low. I'm pretty sure everyone saw the low block. Here,
Yeah.
right? When you have a low block, I explained this last time. You have a striker like Haaland. You have you have a couple like defenders back, right? You think they're not gonna mark his ass? He scored 30 goals already this season. You think they're not gonna mark his ass?
No, for sure.
If you're a defender and you see Haaland against you, the guy's got 30 already halfway through the season.
And to be fair, he's played in.
Are you running
Bundesliga.
to? Be honest. Are you marking him or not?
Yeah, I'm definitely mark.
You're definitely marking. You're calling in everybody to mark him.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not giving him space first of all when it comes to outside the box, right? And first of all, another thing, we cannot have our striker drop back.
He's
That would be the
Haaland,
dumbest
yeah.
decision.
Haaland should never.
If Haaland jumps
He's
back,
not even fast enough to get back up. Like by the way.
no, he's fast as shit. No.
Whoa,
He's fast.
pause. No. Whoa.
Whoa, he is rapid. He's like the second fastest player in the Premier League.
I'm
This
okay.
is
My
third.
fault. On the ball. With the ball.
He
With the
is
ball.
fast.
With the ball.
With the ball, he was just kicking in front. He's there.
Yeah, but I'm saying with the
I get
ball.
what
I'm
you
saying
mean.
yeah.
I
I'm
get
saying
what
with
you
the ball.
mean.
He's not
I
efficient
get
at
what you
all.
mean, but no. People.
He's not R9.
People underrate
not.
Haaland's efficiency on the ball. You know why? This guy, Harry Kane. When you think of Harry Kane, you think of all around.
I think Harry Kane could dribble the ball better than Haaland.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's what I'm saying, right? When people say Harry Kane, you think it's like, oh yeah, he can dribble, all that. He could assist, he can score, right? Look at the stats. Who's got more assists, Haaland or Harry Kane? Haaland.
Really?
Yeah. Check.
No way.
Haaland's got more assists than he's got one less assist than the fucking magic boy Odegaard. What you want me to do?
You're lying.
I swear.
Hey, can you check that?
Oh, I don't know about the Odegaard, but 100% what
You guys is
100%.
But the
100%.
reason why I was saying he's overrated was that I respect Haaland's game. He scores a lot of goals, yes, but I don't think he's doing anything too special.
Man, he's fine.
Really?
He's 5 assists.
Who, Kane?
No, Haaland.
But Odegaard.
No, Odegaard I think he has like 7 now.
No,
After the
Odegaard-
last game? Oh, not last
Let me
game.
see.
last
Let me
game.
see.
Oh,
Harry
sorry.
Kane.
Yeah, try Harry Kane.
How many assists does Harry Kane
Has assisted 2 goals in 27 games.
have? Wow.
Oh wow.
People, I'm telling you, Haaland's game on the ball is underrated. Like, okay, look, I'm not saying he's messy. I'm not saying he's.
I'm saying, but I think Harry Kane
But
can
I
score
think-
more.
I think
Can
it's-
score in more ways than
I think it's-
Haaland.
no, I
I would
think
say
it's-
that.
yeah,
And
No,
more ways than
I-
Haaland.
I think the
Okay,
I think the might be.
I think it depends where you. No, I think Haaland can definitely score outside the box. I think that's a question. The guy's
And
got
no,
power
I'm
on
not
his
saying he
foot.
can't score out of the ball. He doesn't do it though. He
Yeah,
doesn't do it. That's
no,
the
he's done it against. Who was it against? I think it was against Wolves maybe earlier this season.
Like, bro, come on, bro.
I'll tell you one thing, right? I think Haaland right? I think his best performance in a City shirt was when he didn't even score a goal.
Against who?
Arsenal game. He terrorized them. He kept on running in behind them, pushing them.
Yeah,
he pushed them. He was bullying almost. I mean, sure, like he got pushed back, right?
Yeah.
But if you saw the way he was in that game, he was opening up like spaces for Jack Grealish to come in through.
I see, yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed the third goal, Jack Grealish scored. You guys watch the game or no?
Yeah.
Jack Grealish scored like almost like a volley almost.
Yeah, that was a nice goal, yeah.
But basically, if you saw the way Haaland ran inwards and you see Saliba trying to push him away, you see all these players trying to follow him and push him away. Yeah. And next thing you know, Grealish is open at the back. Haaland does more than just like score, in my opinion. And people don't like to see it sometimes, whatever, right? But this guy does more. And especially against the big teams, he bullies them defenders.
The thing is, what I was saying about him being overrated is that I feel like top 6 strikers, if they went to that City side, they could offer more or even go further.
Like who?
I think if you put Kane that side, he'll score.
Okay, Kane. The thing is,
I think he'll offer.
I don't like to talk about Kane for one reason because Kane's been there for years. This guy's a finished product.
Chill. I think Kane is just a way too loyal person. I think, like, honestly, to be fair, he doesn't think like the average, like, high class footballer. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think Kane is by finish. I don't mean bad. I mean by finished product. I mean like this is him. He's gone to his peak. He touched his peak. He's at his peak. He's at his peak. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I don't mean necessarily like he's like.
And I don't think he's ever gonna leave Spurs. Like whose squad would you fit in?
I think whose squad would he fit in? I think United would be.
I don't want him to come to United.
Are you crazy? That in that United side with Rashford next to him.
I don't know. Low-key, I feel like it would be like who would have the ball, kind of like mentality.
He would be good for like a season or two. I don't doubt he'll score goals for us, but I don't think in the long run would really work out.
I think Chelsea would be really good as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about Chelsea. Yeah, low-key, right?
Would be really good.
He'd be hated by Chelsea. He'd be hated by Spurs fans.
I don't think any London clubs he'll be out of it, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's such a betrayal.
They all cook each other out a bit. Like Willian was passed through around all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised.
Giroud just passed around all of them.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, Drew went from Arsenal to Chelsea, so.
I mean, Arsenal. Sol Campbell went to Arsenal to Tottenham.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
We'll see, but I don't think Haaland's doing anything too special. I mean, he's scoring a lot of goals, but that is something special.
I think that's what I'm trying to say.
In this City side, I don't think if you I'm saying like Harry Kane, for example, if you added him to the City side, I think he's doing the same, scoring the same amount of goals, or even adding more.
And I think he's not going to be relying too much on the midfield's game to have him.
I see what you guys mean. I understand what you guys mean fully, right? But this is why I was saying we need the identity of that right-footed winger, that left-footed winger. You know what? I'll tell you why exactly, right? And that fast winger. You're telling me if Sane was there with Haaland, Sane's speed on the wing and then Haaland's speed down the middle.
Of course.
Easily banging them in. Which is why I'm saying like we can't necessarily do what we always like the old City.
Yeah.
We can't do what old City did.
But to be fair,
fast and be in the box.
You know, to be fair, I'm a fan personally of City when they play Mars.
Oh, Mars is amazing.
I think Mars is better. I think Mars is better than Alvarez. In my opinion, for City. In my personal opinion, Mars is a season that he's an all-timer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You can't dispute that. This guy's an all-timer, right?
But I'm saying I'm taking Mars right now.
I think Alvarez. I mean, Alvarez isn't even a winger. That's the thing. Alvarez isn't even a winger. He's more of a striker, anyways, right?
Right.
Alvarez, though, on his day, this guy is deadly, man. This guy has 3 lungs. 3 lungs. He doesn't stop running. If we ever watch a City game, tell me when he stops running. Point to me when he stops running, and I'll give you literally $100 if he stops running. I promise you, this guy does not stop. He refuses to stop. He's always running, which is why I was like I love Alvarez, and I don't know if you guys know, but he's renewing.
He's renewing his contract.
Yeah, Romano, you guys know Romano, right? Romano reported that he's already agreed a contract with City, and that's it.
So what do you think is the issue with City this season? Like
this season, I think there's a couple things, right? I think we're missing. I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple things, right? I think Ake has been amazing. Ake's been amazing.
But
I will say,
I was excited when I heard that.
Ake attackingly was
the what?
Attackingly, he's decent, but he's not like when we had Cancelo on that left. Oh, but here's the thing: I would rather have Ake than Cancelo. For one reason, people say I'm crazy for that. For one reason, Ake doesn't get dribbled past. I don't know if you guys saw the Arsenal game.
No, yeah.
In the the FA Cup. Not one time did Saka get past him. Not one time. You know how crazy that is. And Bukayo Saka's on the form of his life. You know? And with Cancelo, yeah, man, this guy used to get spun a lot, man. Again, like Salah. I used to always define. I still define Cancelo, right? Salah used to terrorize Cancelo in ways. Oh my god, he used to rip him, twist him, make a ball on the ground. Like you know the Twister game?
Yeah.
He's playing Twister at some point.
So do you want after he's done with
I think also one more thing. one more thing, right? I think we have a bit of a no. I wouldn't say an issue.
Yeah.
I think our best defender doesn't play.
Who?
John Stones, but that's because he's injured.
Yeah.
I think John Stones on his day, this guy's a tank. Him and Ruben Diaz together. I don't know if you guys remember that first season when Ruben Diaz came. So good, such a good partnership, right? There's a lot of problems, let's say, and there's one we're not going to address. I know we're not going to address it, but it needs to be fixed at some point.
Okay, tell me.
The Ederson issue. The Ederson issue.
Really?
Oh my
Ederson's
god,
an issue?
man. Oh my god.
He said go?
I love Ederson, man. I'll be honest, I love Ederson, right? But this guy can't catch a ball, man. This guy lets everything through. There's a reason teams tie against us with one shot on target. There's a reason. This season, I've never seen Ederson clutch it up. Honestly.
You said prime Joe Hart.
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart
easily gets into this team. Easily benches Ederson. I think this our backup keeper is better than Ederson in terms of catching stuff and saving. Ortega better. That time's better. But I know we're not gonna.
No, but
So you said.
I love Ederson,
You
man.
said left back. You said center back. What else?
Winger.
Yeah.
The fast.
Jack
pace.
Grealish.
No, Jack Grealish is amazing right now. Amazing.
So you need somebody else on
But
the
no, we need like we can't just go up to every game playing the same like Grealish. You know what I mean? It's just saying this. Imagine you guys have the same lineup every game. Like teams
you
are
also
gonna know,
have to
teams are
realize-
gonna know how you're gonna work.
I mean, for United, we basically have the same.
You guys pretty much play the same Europa.
Yeah,
Prem.
The thing is, you see, you guys have that fast identity in your team. You know what I mean? You guys have that fast pace. You guys have like that Rashford. The Anthony, as much as Anthony gets shot out, right? He's decent at running. I will say.
How do you feel about him?
Anthony?
Yeah.
He's a outside the box merchant. He's outside the box and he's a Beyblade. Do you know what a Beyblade is?
What he
Med-
spends?
Nah?
He's
Yeah, you know that game you used to play as children? He's a
Yeah.
Beyblade, man.
I
I
think.
will say, maximum, in an open market, maximum, what he should be worth, 40 million, man.
Let me.
If the ghost of Kiev is 100 million,
Yeah.
Anthony is 20.
Let me ask you a real question, right?
But the ghost of Kiev is horrible.
For City, right? I want to get into Champions League talk, but so would you say as a City fan right now, you'd rather win Champions League? Because I've asked Nobel or and other
The
City
thing
fans,
is, I'll be
Champions
honest,
League or the Prem?
I've always said one thing, right? People say, oh yeah, whatever, bullshit and all that. Champions League is probably the most prestigious trophy there is, right?
100%. That's
But I
the
think
most
the
important.
Prem is the hardest.
JDM?
Bro,
Prem is the hardest.
Cab.
No, I'll tell you why.
Cab, bro.
I'll tell you why.
Bro.
I'll tell you one reason, right?
Oh.
Just let me get my thing through, right? You have to like imagine times with the prime Liverpool, man. You gotta get to a 38-game season without making a single mistake. You can only make a handful of mistakes. If you saw what it was like, bro, imagine Liverpool at some point, right? They haven't lost in like a year, and we still beat them. Like not in a year. They haven't lost for almost the whole season.
But if you
They
look at this
had, they had 1 or 2 losses,
But look,
and we
look.
still won the league. You know how hard that is to go through every single game. At Champions League, I think it's the most prestigious. I think you need the best players, you need the best team, right?
But if you say the
also
Premier
need-
League is the hardest, but literally Chelsea and Liverpool are the only Premier League teams within the last 10 years to win a Champions League, right?
Yeah, but Chelsea are a bit scuffed, man.
But-
Chelsea are a bit scuffed.
No, but I'm saying
I agree with them because it's more like.
But here's the thing, I will never say the Champions League is not prestigious. The Champions
Yeah,
League
sure.
is the all, like it's like the all-father
Yeah.
of all
Yeah.
trophies, right? But I think in terms of like game, like, especially in today's world, back then, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, yeah, I just said that the Champions League is hard. The Champions League, you got the best teams in the world.
you're
right?
saying the Premier League has gotten better.
Today's world, you got teams like fucking Nottingham Forest spending over 200 million in a whole year.
Yeah.
Look at Newcastle within 1 year.
Yeah.
Boom.
Madrid, how many spent 200 million in the last year?
But they don't have to. They already have the league.
Newcastle's better.
But no, they've got Ferland Mendy, who's been horrible, right? They've got Nacho Fernandez, who's this guy. I don't know how he's still. They've got Lucas
But the
Vasquez.
thing is,
I don't know how Lucas Vasquez is still living.
but if you're comparing La
average
Liga to
player.
Premier League, you have a lot more competition. With La Liga's what only Barca, Real
Like,
Madrid, Atletico Madrid.
I'll prove it to you next year, right?
And no, by the way, no
I'll ask you a
league.
question.
I
I'll
have
ask you a
to
question.
respectfully, no league touches the Premier League. No league.
Yeah.
And there's always
But I'll ask you a
every
question.
year.
No, ask you one question, right? Next season, who wins the Champions League? You're gonna list off 5 teams probably. Bayern.
Who is it? Hold up.
The five
Real
possible
talk.
teams. Bayern. Every year, City's in the run for some reason. City, Madrid. If Liverpool fix it, probably Liverpool.
Why Liverpool? Why not United?
We don't even know if Liverpool.
Do you think
Pause.
United-
We don't even pause. We don't even know if Liverpool make it out top 5. They're
Oh,
six
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. They
Yeah,
lost.
I don't think
assuming-
they're getting to Europe at
I'm
all.
assuming.
this season.
I'm
They're
assuming.
lying.
I don't think they're getting to Europe.
I'm
Bro,
assuming-
they're six in the Prem.
Alright.
Hold up.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
They're literally 2 points away from Newcastle, and then they have 42 points. Newcastle has 44.
No, but I'll be honest. Like, look.
Tottenham has 48. They're not too far away. Liverpool has to just be a little bit more
United, I think you have to be realistic in a sense, man.
So you can say that.
Like I don't think even Arsenal survived. Like Arsenal, they're an amazing team. I don't think they survived the Champions League.
You know what's crazy?
They
I agree with them in some sense. You know, like I don't know for some reason. Just because you become one Premier League doesn't mean you'll do well in Champions League.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, it's happened.
Like it's like I don't know how you say it. It's a different style of football because you're playing against like you're playing against Spain, you're playing against Italy, you're playing against Greece, you're playing against like
you're playing. People undermine like other leagues and stuff like that, right? The only thing is, I would say like it's hard. You know, hardest to go into it. Like let's say for example, like the Spanish got the tiki taka shit, right? Like the Premier League's got the fucking roughness to it, right?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to switch from roughness to deal with roughness week in week out to all of a sudden tiki taka.
Because you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
And then
All
the
the
German long balls.
Listen,
the German press, the
thing is too, a lot of the English teams. What I noticed, they adapt to other teams and how they play. Other teams don't adapt to how English plays. You know why? Because the way the other teams play succeeds, bro. Every time in Champions League, you're seeing Real Madrid win the Champions League. You know what I mean? You're seeing.
I think Real Madrid. I don't think anyone can put them. I think it's.
Well,
I learned my lesson. I told you I learned my lesson.
Pause.
Real Madrid are mentality monsters. I will never not back them.
You know what's crazy? I heard they're not even doing too well in La Liga.
No, they're not.
I heard they're not even doing well at all. Like they're saying Champions League is the only thing they're doing well at.
Well, Barca are basically running away with the league now.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid's like what? A couple points, like what? 8?
9.
9
points away?
Yeah.
They're second, right?
Yeah.
Second place, yeah.
Let me ask you, Champions League. I want to talk about the last game, PSG versus Bayern. So let me ask you.
I told you.
No, it's crazy. No, I agree. Let me get your thoughts on that. Like PSG, like overrated, right?
I think they're overrated. I just think they have too many from the start when they signed Messi, when they signed Donnarumma, Ramos, all these big players. I think there's too many big stars on a team that just can't click together. I don't think it'll work out.
I told him last time. It's
Ramos was the best player on that pitch for PSG. By the way,
it's amazing players they have. Amazing
sure,
players.
yeah.
Top tier, world class, some of them, right? But it's not a good team.
It's not.
They don't work together.
Individually, world class each of them, but as a team, they can't click. I think it's too many.
I also think that Bayern game. I think one of their most important players dropped the stink of the game. Verratti. Verratti's been so good.
Yeah.
Verratti's such a good PSG player. He's such a good player, right? But I think that Bayern game, he kind of sold. He sold so hard.
Everyone was like, bro, this is supposed to be one of the best midfielders in the world.
And I will say, I wouldn't just say it's PSG's fault. Bayern, oh my god, man. Musiala, De Ligt, bro. These guys, oh my god, man.
Bro, Bayern.
This might seem controversial, right? Musiala's better than Gavi, in my opinion.
Than Gavi?
Yeah. I think here's the thing. In terms of the young midfielders, all time, I think Pedri's on a different level than anyone else. Pedri's just on like such a far level that he shouldn't even be considered with them. Second, you could argue your Jude's, your Jude Bellingham and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then it's Musiala for me. This guy's.
I think just the way he's been playing this season.
Even the World Cup, he was the best player at the World Cup for Germany.
Yeah.
For Germany, oh
even
my
with
God.
the rough, like the way they play in the World Cup,
Yeah,
I
man,
watched
he could handle
play that.
it. The big games, he's done insane.
Yeah.
And the only reason, it's not like I don't rate, I'll be honest here, I have like a personal vendetta against Gavi.
Why?
I don't like dickhead players. I don't like players who think they like
Cancelo's kind of players?
No, Cancelo's different. Cancelo doesn't act he's not a dickhead towards everybody, right? People call it passion and all that, right? Yeah, there's passion, right? And there's just being like
also people like
just
Robertson.
being a cunt.
It's like Robertson.
I say that.
No, that's okay. We're not gonna get canceled. We're good.
Alright, but there's just being like a complete dickhead.
Yeah.
And I think Gavi, he doesn't walk his talk. I like to say that. Like for example, like if you guys saw the El Clasico a couple of weeks ago, right? Vinny complains. I'm not denying that. Vinny's a good player, but he complains a lot to the refs. Okay, but something happened, and like Vinny and like Gavi puts his arm out to like shake his hand or whatever. He shakes his hand. Vinny comes back, shakes his hand. I promise you. 2 seconds later, what's his name? Gavi elbows the back of his head.
You're lying.
I swear.
You see that video?
I can pull it up if you guys want to see it.
No, let me see that. Yeah.
But I wanted to get into this because like after that PSG and Bayern game, so I said something crazy last podcast. Did you watch the last podcast?
No, what did you say?
I said that Mbappe could possibly be like the best player of all time after his career is over. I said that, and I actually because I was like,
Do you believe that?
Huh?
Do you still believe that?
Just like, bro, personally for me, I lost. My opinion changed within one game because I watched that match. And I was like, this guy just fumbled.
Who?
Mbappe, bro. Mbappe was just like.
And you were so no.
No, I admit it.
Disrespect last
I admit it. I admit the mistake I made. I admit the mistake.
Right? Who's the greatest?
Say it again?
Who's the greatest?
Ronaldo.
He has to. He has to. You can't even do it.
You have to. But Messi, you got to say he is up there.
No. Oh, he's up there, yeah, top 2 for sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know the greatest ever.
Okay, whatever you think, right?
But-
He was saying last time that Mbappe has the potential to be better than Messi.
Has the potential to be number 1. I said potential, and I said
How old is he
Number
now?
1.
How old is he?
He's turning 25.
23. Relax, he's 23.
No, he's not.
Mbappe's 23.
He's just 24.
I thought he was turning 24.
I'm pretty sure he's
24.
25.
No, but at this point, Ronaldo and Messi were already reaching like, okay, these guys have.
Yeah, he's 24.
I'll say,
He's
and
24.
yeah,
Messi
Ronaldo
turns 25.
had the Champions League with United. I don't think he had any other success.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
think he had a Ballon d'Or yet.
But
He had a
he-
Ballon d'Or later on, but
No,
I
After
think
he United, he won the when he won Champions League, he won the Ballon d'Or. But the thing is, well, these guys are playing in like established teams in like hard leagues. Like Messi was in La Liga, Ronaldo was doing it in the Premier League.
really, yeah, that's
He's
why.
doing, how many 40-something goals as a midfielder too? That's insane. Mbappe is doing it what in
League One is so bad.
It's
Like, bro,
but-
like
but-
some of the scores that we see in these games, like
It's
5-2.
super
Come on,
If he was
bro.
doing that at Monaco, with putting up these numbers, taking them to a
Oh,
championship
yeah,
final,
yeah.
That's
the
different.
league,
That's
that's
different.
different. I can
That's
respect
different,
that.
yeah.
But at PSG, with or without him, they're winning the league regardless.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really say, oh, he's gonna be the best
To be fair,
ever.
have you seen? Actually, no, they're not even like top 4. Never mind. You guys know like the guy Will Still?
Oh, from Reims?
Range, yeah, Range.
Yeah.
You seen him?
Yeah.
He hasn't he has
Well,
the
he's
longest
undefeated in like
unbeaten
what?
streak.
How many matches? Like 18,
18 now.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost in September.
Yeah.
In terms of like a league match, September was the last time he lost.
And what, they pay a fine every match because he doesn't have his license.
He doesn't have
pro
his license yet. He's like 30 years old. He's younger than Messi.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah, he just turned. Sorry, he just turned 30.
Yeah.
You know how he got into manager? Did you guys hear?
Oh, football manager.
Football
right?
manager. The
Yeah.
game.
No
That's
way.
it. And now he's like a football manager. He's decent by the way.
No, yeah.
He's played PSG twice in those 18 matches.
Well,
They beat them both times.
Oh, no, I think
he's
it was probably
tied.
tied, right?
He's tied.
Well, what place is he in now? This team.
Nah,
Right?
I think they're like 6th or 7th.
To be honest, like
I think, to be honest, I'll say the same. I think League One is probably the worst league out of like the top
the
5.
top 5.
Yeah, like
I don't
Bundesliga.
respect it.
Yeah, Bundesliga, Premier League,
Bundesliga,
Serie A.
Bundesliga you can respect it.
Serie A and League One are probably like.
Bundesliga you can respect it to some level.
Respect it.
Yeah.
How
In
can
terms
you
of
respect
the-
it?
it's 'cause the
Bayern
competitive-
Munich, they take the best player from the
I
lower
know,
league.
but in
How can
terms
you
of the
respect
players,
that?
I respect in terms of the players that come out of it.
Oh, players. Okay, cool. I respect it.
I think
Bayern Munich-
I think players for like these players that come out of Bundesliga can translate into the Premier League. They can translate into La Liga.
For
It's
sure.
not a
I
problem.
like that.
But I can't respect the league when Bayern Munich is the top and they always continue staying on
To
top.
be fair,
They take the best player
Bayern
from
don't spend a lot with it. I think it's not. Bayern don't spend a lot.
Yeah, they just revest the Germany squad.
but
They
I don't know why
just
everyone-
revest young
everyone
talent from
wanted
Germany.
that
I would
Bayern
say this.
is all
I would say this about Bayern, right? Bayern not only like they spend obviously a bit more than the rest of them, right? Bayern don't spend a lot in general. But what they've done is they've built an empire in their own league. They've built like think about this. If you're in the Bundesliga now, right? You're a German playing in the Bundesliga. You got your Dortmund. Dortmund's a respectable team. Very respectable.
I respect it, yeah, for sure.
Very respectable.
They came from like humble
Yeah.
beginnings, yeah, for sure.
Prospect of Bayern is different.
That's why Bayern has they don't have a monopoly, but they definitely
I
have.
would say it's a monopoly because
It's kind of is a monopoly.
But
like
the
that
thing
one
is,
thing where
they-
Leipzig were doing good, but they take their best manager and their best player. They take Bacano and they take the Gelsman. I can't respect that. When they the best
No, I think the thing is with Bayern, like I don't know, you gotta respect something. But Bayern are a big team. They're a ginormous team. They are.
no, they're a huge team. I respect the
They're-
team.
they're-
European
I respect
super
Bayern
power.
Munich. I can't respect the league. That's two different
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I can respect Bayern Munich.
I don't-
I respect
You know, I
that.
think you know, I think was low key. Like, it's low key kind of a decent league as well. I think the Serie A this year is pretty decent. But here's the
I've-
thing,
yeah, but
here's
I've
the
seen
thing.
it, yeah.
I don't rate the players that come out of it. Some of the players that don't come out, like they come out of it nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Skamaka. You guys know Skamaka?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
40 million joined like West Ham last season.
Oh
He's
yeah.
been on the bench this whole season. He's been horrible. Right?
Italian players going not Italian, but like Serie A players going to Premier League don't really transfer.
Oh, yeah,
Look at Pogba, yeah.
Yeah, Premier League players going to Serie A.
I don't even
transfer
consider
well.
Jorginho Italian, by the way. I don't even consider Jorginho Italian.
No,
Jorginho's
yeah.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
He just switched to Italian.
No, but like what we got rid of what Darmian,
I
Ashley,
think Darmian was such a bad move.
Ashley Young went to
Chris Smalls are really doing well, by the way.
Lukaku,
Chris Smalls doing well. He went
He's
to
doing his thing too.
Serie A.
Darmian's doing his thing in what's it called Inter. Alexis Sanchez doing his thing in Inter. Ashley Young.
Marseille. Marseille. He's doing his thing in Marseille.
Who?
Let's Sanchez.
Oh, Alex Sanchez, but when he was at Inter, he was doing his thing
Yeah.
still.
I think Marseille are pretty decent right now.
No,
Yeah, Loki, yeah. No, I think we're, yeah,
They can
Inter's
have
been
some
having
happiness.
these
They couldn't get. They were some of them were in our starting 11, but they couldn't do like a job for us.
You really think Ronaldo's the best? I'm still hung up on
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Like, thing is,
No, hold on.
I'll be
Okay,
honest.
you know what's crazy?
I'll be honest.
I want to listen to his take. Why do you feel like that's the case? Like,
I think I don't know what it was, but it was a shift in I don't know, like the energy in the whole world. It was crazy. Where everyone just kind of turned on Ronaldo. Like I wouldn't say he was loved like Messi.
Oh, yeah. I
but
disagree
it was
with
like
that,
a
though.
whole.
I
it's a hate
I
you can
disagree
get
with
it.
this turn.
It was
I don't like
crazy.
this turn.
I agree with this. I agree with what he's saying. There was definitely a turn
There
of
was
like
a turn.
opinion on Ronaldo. Ronaldo's definitely like like I think as of the last 3 months, has been like one of the most hated on football.
And I
players.
don't understand what happened to make him so hated.
I'll tell you.
But he did. But to be fair, like he did do some like you know what I mean. He did some like L things to United's organization, and he did talk about it.
This is the first time I ever defend United. This is the first time, and this is the last time we ever defend United. Right? Okay, look. With the whole Ronaldo thing, right? I don't think any player could ever do what Ronaldo did in his 30s. Ronaldo in his 30s scored over like maybe
100%. Like you said, he had 20 plus goals last season.
In 2012, the guy was 27. Think about it like that. You know how crazy that is.
The thing is,
2012.
Ronaldo does it everywhere he goes. I think it's with Messi. I never hear about it. Was the stinker he put up last season? No one talks about it. But Ronaldo,
to be fair,
the moment
stinker he put up last season had 30 goal contributions. It wasn't much of a stinker.
But the thing is, he's playing at PSG. It's a farmers league.
I get what you mean.
He goes,
No.
if he went to Ronaldo, he went from United to Real Madrid. He's competitive. He's going to competitive.
He's still the best player in those teams. I get what you mean.
That's what I'm saying.
And I want to say
But if Messi went out and started doing competitive leagues, I would say
he could do it.
No, listen. I want to say this.
I'll tell you a couple things, right? Messi, he had a good foundation at Barca. You think you're ever going to leave Barcelona? If you were that respected at Barcelona, if you were that respected at a football club, would you leave it? Would you really leave it?
No,
because I want a new challenge. No. There is no.
Barca went bankrupt.
I think Ronaldo regrets leaving Real Madrid for Juventus.
100%. I 100% believe he does.
I don't know.
Real Madrid was the best. Like
I'm not saying he was down
seen.
for anything. I'm not saying he was down for anything. Think about what he could have done. I think if he
because Real Madrid were still winning, bro. They won Champions League after he left. After he left, they were still winning.
I'll tell you another thing. With the whole United thing and like the whole complaints about the whole United thing situation, right? And the whole like United thing. First of all, I don't give it. Like if I'm Ronaldo, think about if you guys are Ronaldo and you got this little baldy coming in. It's every time. If it's Pep, I respect it. You know, Pep's won. Pep's decorated.
Corruption by his side. Cool.
And Pep has been with this club for 10 years and hasn't won a Champions League.
Corruption by his side.
Pep, by the way, Pep needs Messi to win Champions League.
Barca's also, don't forget, not even only City. Barca also faces corruption as well.
Yo, did you see?
Did you see Pep sides? Not all of it, but both Pep sides, and probably one of the most corrupt matches in the UCL against Chelsea. That side.
That was what? Bro, to this day, that was the most rigged football match I've ever seen. Chelsea versus. Bro, this guy knows what he's talking about. Bro, are you kidding me? Bro, how many calls against Chelsea that night was so great?
The most rigged football match I've ever seen. It has to be probably Real Madrid versus Juventus final. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember this? Quadrado red card. The linesman is watching Ramos, right? Ramos literally, he sees Quadrado behind him, falls. By the line.
Regardless?
Quadrado red, straight red. No horn, no nothing, straight red.
Regardless, we're talking about Real Madrid, we're talking about Pep the fraud, bold fraud.
Okay, let's be honest here.
And there's no, my friend was sending this to me. He sent me multiple articles on Barcelona facing Messi, multiple games that Messi's played in that have like been like accused of corruption.
I'll tell you one thing. Let me just say one thing.
What?
You'd be on your knees for Pep, would you know?
At first, yes, but after all this,
no, you wouldn't replace him now with Baldy.
Pep Guardiola has his bro.
I respect Jose Mourinho so much more.
100% more. Jose Mourinho's won Champions League. Crazy team. Porto, Inter Milan.
He couldn't win it with Bayern Munich.
I'll tell you a couple things, right? Look at that.
Look what he's doing with Roma, bro.
Look at that Porto team he had. Ricardo Carvalho. Off that Chelsea going, because Ricardo Carvalho was.
So you're saying if Pep went to Porto, he would do the same thing?
No way. And the thing is, Jose does it in like a year or two, bro. He does it in like a year or two, bro.
There's a reason.
He doesn't even take time.
Let me just say a couple things, right? There's a reason Jose isn't on the top flight anymore. Why?
Because he's top flight. He's still in Roma.
I think.
Aren't they in third in Serie A too?
I think I want to say this.
What? Napoli's first?
No, Napoli's first, AC Milan's second, Inter's third, or Inter's second, and AC Milan's third.
I think they're still top. Damn, twice.
Huh?
They lost
their phone twice.
Let me see.
I think last I checked they were third. No?
Let's just Serie A table. Standings there.
Where they at?
5. They're 5.
Well, how many points off?
They're like 3 points off from 2, bro. Relax, bro.
Because one is that league is competitive.
Napoli's definitely winning it, but like.
I'll tell you that you wouldn't even believe. When was the last time Mourinho won a knockout game in the Champions League?
This guy probably brings this up all the time, bro.
Because it's facts. When was the last time?
But he hasn't been on a good.
2014. He went to United and he went to Spurs afterwards. And guess what? These Spurs, when he
bro, nobody can win with Spurs, bro.
They reached the final in the Champions League, did they not?
Did they lose? Did they not?
They lost, yes, but they did not win a knockout round. Man United. United spent it under Mourinho. You guys remember what you guys had? You had
to be
a
fair,
good
to be
ass
fair-
team. You had a
To be fair, but that was
squad.
I would say that squad was
You
way
guys-
overhyped than what it was supposed to be.
You guys had Paul
That is-
Pogba. Paul Pogba,
Yeah.
Juventus. This guy was
Oh
insane.
my god.
Insane.
Paul Pogba to me is still one of the biggest fumbles in
I'll
Premier
tell
League history, bro.
and the thing
Just
is-
like
I don't know what's going on with him.
he's you know he literally he played. I think he played like I saw he played like a little bit.
He played his first match. What?
And he's injured for another 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I also want to by the way, the Chargers of Pep, by the way, like
Yeah.
I hope you know, the Man City one. They've only been 2 years while he was at City. 2016 to 2018. He joined 2016, the Chargers ended 2018. It's time barred.
Either way,
But there's so much controversy on Pep's
at the
name,
end of the
dog.
day, there's still
There's so much Pep.
Well,
There's so much controversy on his
wherever
name.
he not wherever he goes, but still I'm not gonna say wherever he goes, there's still some form of corruption still
There
there.
is no. Okay, here's the thing.
Corruption and
Everyone,
oversight.
to be fair-
there's corruption everywhere. Every big team has
Bro,
corruption.
bro, relax.
But
I
why
think
is
it's
emphasizing?
2006, people when it was 2006, Real Madrid had their whole corruption by selling all their TV rights to 6th Street. Man United, you guys have had corruption many years ago, so many corruption. You're a United fan, right? Do you know how many corruption scandals you guys have had?
Tell me.
Huh?
Tell me.
The 90s, you guys had one. For buying off, who was it? You guys paid off the players to join your club. It's something about extra fees in the 90s, right? The early 2000s, there was all that, I'm pretty sure that there's the whole Fergie thing. Fergie, I'll pull it out.
In the early
Fergie-
2000s?
Tell me about this.
You said about
Fergie corruption. There was a bit of a corruption scandal when Fergie was there.
This is when United won in
Remember we-
98, 98,
And then
right?
then what happened?
They beat
Well,
Bayern
Case,
Munich,
right?
right?
Huh?
What happened? We beat the case, right?
You beat what?
You beat the case?
No, I don't think they charged against you guys. Yeah. Was caught on tape playing a tabloid. Wait, no, this is on Sarah Ferguson.
So you can't find it.
No.
Her name's
I
up?
put Fergie, I didn't put Alex.
Okay. But with Pep, it's just
And the thing is, I want to say this about Pep. Pep always has a great situation coming into, and like he's never been a builder. He's never been a builder. Mourinho's a builder. Mourinho's a builder, bro. Mourinho brought Drogba. Mourinho brought.
Imagine having a Barca team, right? Tell them to sell Ronaldo. Sell Eto'o. Sell them all. I don't want them. I want players.
Of course, I'm not gonna sell them on, bro. Ronaldo was the best player in the world in 2005 and 2006.
Rijkaard, look at Rijkaard before Pep came.
I want to say this. I told him this, to be fair. I don't personally think good players don't really translate into good managers.
Pep
In
was
my
a good
opinion.
player. I told you this. Pep was a good
He
player.
wasn't, bro.
Yes, he was.
Was Pep
Do
not?
you know he was a good player? He was a good player.
decent.
He was a decent player. Yeah, he was a good player,
But the
man.
thing is, what I'm saying is that everywhere he goes, it's not really much of a challenge for him. It's already the situation's already set up for him.
It's like you put.
I get what you mean. I get no. Here's the thing. I always understand what people say about this, right? But let me ask you a question, right? You're Pep Guardiola. You've done this. You're the only person in history to win the sextuple, right? Are you gonna go to Bournemouth? What type of logical man goes from
I'm not
Barcelona
saying that.
sextuple to fucking Bournemouth?
I'm not saying that.
Where do you want me to go? You tell me. Give me.
I'm saying no. I want to put this on the
Give me an
record.
example, team.
City hasn't won anything in Europe. City hasn't won
I don't
anything in
think
Europe,
he's done-
and
but
that
that-
matters, bro.
that-
That matters,
Yes,
bro.
it does matter.
That matters because you've been there for 10 plus years, dog.
Yeah.
10 plus years. And if you guys are supposed to say you guys are the best team of the modern era in the Premier League, you guys haven't won it. Liverpool have won it.
Yeah,
Liverpool have
they-
struggled way more
We
than
don't.
City.
Wait. We don't claim to be the best team in the world. Who told you that?
I've heard this from a lot of cities.
I would say this.
I've heard this from
We
a
are
lot of
the best.
cities. You
Our
guys,
Centurions team is amongst the best Premier League teams in history. I don't think anyone
Say
can
again?
say it. The Centurion team, the one that got 100 points.
You think it's what?
One of the best teams in history of Premier League.
One of the best. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
pick number one because number one you have your Invincibles, which I think are a bit overrated. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Because they draw like how many games? Like 15 games.
I can see the argument. There.
I think low key some of the best teams in Premier League history. United's Fergie.
Yes.
But at the same time, you guys don't. No one really had anything except you guys. But you guys still did really well.
Okay.
Did really well. I think Mourinho's Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
They conceded 15 goals in a whole season. I think
Yeah,
that's still
that was
crazy.
crazy.
That's still crazy.
You know what's so crazy? I seen this crazy take. It was like one of the soccer pods. I want to ask this question, like kind of off topic. A guy said Gary Cahill was better than Van Dijk.
Oh, what was this on?
Yeah, I
SDS,
saw it.
right?
Yes, he is.
I watched that. Yeah.
I saw it and I was like,
saw his deal.
Yeah.
I was like low key, like low key. I was like,
How do you feel about Van Dijk?
Bro, I think Van Dijk, like, cause after watching that, I actually realized it, and I was like, bro, low-key Van Dijk has been blessed with some amazing squads. Bro.
Match fixing with 30. He paid off Russ for £30,000 to Alex Ferguson.
Did
Back
he
in
get
the.
sanction for it?
Did he get pressed, right?
I
No
think
charges.
so.
Or does
So
actually
I usually fixed the Man United game with a football agent who gave him a $30,000.
allegedly you said?
Huh? I mean
Allegedly.
everything's alleged. Even the charges now, you do realize the charges now are allegedly.
What, like 100 alleged charges? Nah, come on.
It is allegedly.
100?
Yeah, because the thing is, you have to realize, you have to look at the city situation, right? I've read all about it, right?
Okay, cool.
The city situation right now, it's because they're demanding. It's the same thing that happened with UEFA. Same thing that happened with UEFA. It's almost the exact same charges, almost the exact same like whole thing, right? But it's basically right that we didn't want to hand over the documents that we shouldn't, and then UEFA, when we finally handed them over, what happened?
But I thought one of the charges was about your revenue and how you guys kind of like
Oh, commercial revenue. There was a charge against that.
yeah. Cause seeing you guys up there with like kind of like the big guys, like it's wrong.
But we kind of do make money.
You guys do make money, but
you guys
as
have
much as us, it's kind of crazy.
Huh?
As much as United, as Real Madrid, Barcelona.
But how many?
That's-
But they
that's-
want a lot.
that's
I
a
get what
wild
you mean.
one.
I get what you
That's
mean.
a wild one.
I get what you mean.
But
we
that
got a
thing,
lot of commercial
revenue comes off obviously TV, and then
But here's
also
the
like
thing,
the trophies that you're getting.
I
as
respect
well.
what Man City's been doing, but they can't compete with like the bigger teams.
Like Madrid or like.
I think
Like
it's
yes, us. Like,
commercial.
we're-
I'll tell you one thing, right? They're trying to charge us for before 2011, 2009.
what charges? What was what?
Their charges that go back to before 2011,
Okay.
and those charges, I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not even gonna be charges for one reason. Financial fair play wasn't a thing before 2011.
Okay.
The financial takeovers were fine. They were fully.
But all these charges are
fully
coming after
legal.
Oil FC took over the city, right?
OFC, no, OFC took over, right? And then it
I
took
hope we get
2011.
oil money too. By the way, I hope
Huh?
if we get Qatar takes
Yeah,
over.
man,
I can't wait.
People-
I can't
people
wait.
hate-
They should.
Hey, by the way, don't even try to act innocent. Chelsea is full oil money. You guys have an oligarchy. You guys have an oligarchy for your club.
Bro, you miss Abrahamovich.
He's
bro.
a
We
political.
miss him, bro. Yo.
He's literally like a high
Bro,
political
top boy,
figure.
bro. Our
He is
owners so
Russian
bad,
royalty.
bro.
Russian royalty who own oil rigs.
No, I miss him so much, bro. That guy was a goat.
Why are you
bro.
missing?
He was
Better
better.
than boiling right now. How much is he giving you? What he give you?
Bro.
700 in 6
He,
months.
Abrahamovich knew
No,
football.
but
Abrahamovich
to be
knew
fair,
football.
Abramovich
Relax.
knew football.
He knew football.
He knew football. He
Come
knew what to
on,
do.
bro.
He knew who to hire.
Bro, did he Drogba? Who thinks of that, bro?
So
Actually,
Yeah,
Mourinho thought of it. But I'm saying like
Yeah.
he brought Mourinho. That was all like him, top dog. You know what I mean? But who thinks of that? Didier Drogba was not like, you know what I mean? He wasn't like
He was
a
a
fake.
top.
do you think Bowley's running the club instead of not running the club, but like
100%, 100%.
He's
and
running
now
the
the
club to the
manager?
ground. That's what he's doing.
I think Todd Bowl.
He's running the club to the ground. That's what I think.
I think Todd Bowley's definitely like making the decisions on like, oh, let's like comp that player, and then maybe Potter has a little bit of input. But again, Potter's been with the club for less than Potter's been with the club for less than a
I'm gonna
year.
ask you a question.
How much power do you really think Potter has?
So it's
He's
like
been
the
with
PSG were like the
Yeah.
board getting the players.
I'll give you-
Exactly.
I'll give you
I
an
think
example,
that's
right?
how it is.
I'll give you an example. You think Potter watches Ukrainian football?
I think there's scouts to watch it
For sure, there's people that
You
don't
think
hate some.
some.
You think he's approved of Ukrainian?
But I definitely pause.
Nothing
As a person that's your job as a coach, you should
Nothing
definitely like
against-
somebody should
no,
definitely send you film. You should be
Nothing
watching like
against
film on the guy.
You think nothing against Ukrainian players? Nothing
But he's
against
probably
Ukrainian
watching
football,
film on
right?
it, bro.
I don't believe Potter knew who Mudryk. I don't think. Let's be honest. None of us. I knew Mudryk for one reason. I watched him in the Champions League,
Yeah.
and he was okay. He was decent. He wasn't that good. For Shakhtar Donetsk. Last 5 years, Mudryk scored how many goals? Like under 10, I think.
I'm not sure.
Under 10
But the
goals.
thing is, it's like it's just watching film. Like, oh, you have scouts telling you, oh, this player is actually decent. Come look him out. Come check him
Yeah,
out.
but like,
You watch film.
this is the difference. This is the difference between City and everybody else. I'll tell you the big difference. You see, like, you see our transfers. When did they not work out? Benjamin Mendy was a whole case. We don't talk about Benjamin Mendy,
Yeah.
right? Jack Grealish, he's working out now, is he not?
Now, yeah,
Okay.
I definitely
Calvin
thought
Phillips?
Okay, Calvin Phillips.
Where's he at?
Okay, I'll take you example. Okay, Calvin Phillips, I'll give you Calvin Phillips, right? Calvin Phillips, how can you believe man was injured for 6 months? What are you supposed to do?
Okay, go on.
You see what I mean?
Mm.
Okay, I'll give you. Okay, and basically, like, there's the differences between City and other clubs. City got players from like what? We saw like Haaland. I don't know if you guys saw the Haaland reports. It wasn't just when he joined Dortmund. When he's at Molde, you know Molde? Molde is like when he's at
Oh no, that was United. United were first
United
on
and
that.
City.
We were on it.
Yeah, you guys were both on there.
Yeah.
Both Premier League teams were surrounding that Molde.
Yeah, I remember
Right?
that. Yeah, from the beginning.
But we kept on following. You guys, I think, you guys stopped, and then when you went to Dortmund, you guys continued again, right? But like no, we saw players from what, like Chelsea. We've been looking at him since he was at Chelsea. No,
That's what I'm saying. That's one thing. That's
not
one
Chelsea,
thing.
sorry. That's De Bruyne, sorry, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, okay.
We've been looking at him since he was at Chelsea. When he went to Wolfsburg, we saw.
You were looking at him since he was at Chelsea.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know you were
He's
looking
like
at
nobody at Chelsea. What are you
Oh,
talking
you
about?
crazy nobody at Chelsea. He was a young talent at Chelsea.
He was even talented, but he wasn't
Even
like.
Salah was a young talent at Chelsea. There's a reason the Italian team swooped in for Salah. German team swooped
Yeah,
in for
Roma, but he was still, like he wasn't crazy good at Roma. Like you're acting like he was like
He was
he was decent. He was decent, but he wasn't like he was a Mohamed Salah.
Liverpool
That
tracked him for a while as well.
yeah,
Sterling retracted from Liverpool. I mean,
yeah.
got him from Liverpool, so that's
Yeah.
right. Gunda, how long? Gunda, we've been tracking for years. Tracking for years.
Runde, he's been a dog since.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Dortmund, yeah.
Monaco. I think the only thing. I think the only thing that we kind of bought into is maybe the Monaco hype, and it still worked out. Bernardo Silva's worked out,
yeah.
right? We bought into that because let's be honest, no one really knew that Monaco team was going to do anything,
Yeah.
right? Monaco, we bought Benjamin Mendy and Bernardo Silva. Benjamin Mendy, as I said.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Leave him alone. We don't talk about Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah.
I think it could have been decent. Could have been decent.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva worked out.
Yeah.
Right? Kyle Walker. When people, you remember when we signed Kyle Walker for 50 million?
Right.
People were shouting at us. It was like,
I've
how
been
could
a
you buy
fan- I've
Kyle
always been-
fucking Walker 50 million? I swear you now. Tell me who's a better right back in Premier League history. Maybe Ivanovic. I'll take
Hold
Ivanovic.
on. You said history?
Yeah, tell me
Gary
one
Neville?
better. Gary Neville? No.
No.
Gary Neville was not better.
Ooh,
Gary
oh,
Neville's
bro,
not better.
come on.
As of
Gary Neville was never better than Kyle Walker. He was consistent. He was very consistent.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about
Never
that.
better than Kyle Walker's peak. Okay, thing is, even aside from that, even though you don't like that accusation, right? Where does Kyle Walker fit into the top 5 of all time in Premier League right backs? He's in there, is he not? You have
But
Ivanovic.
Kyle Walker spent so much of his career
There's
at
nothing
Spurs.
on my head right now that I can say.
But
There's no
he
noise.
is there.
But give me time and I can come back to that.
Would you take Kyle Walker in his prime?
Kyle Walker at Spurs?
No, not Spurs. When he first came to City. When he came to City first couple years.
But the thing is,
You
I
take
want to say this. Personally, for me, I feel like Kyle Walker was very good at Spurs. Like, he was a talent.
I'm saying best ever.
But I'm saying that's what you're stretching it, bro.
Look, the only
There's
reason
some
I'm
iconic
saying
people.
that is because look, I didn't get to watch Gary Neville.
Yeah.
I've read about Gary Neville. I've seen him play. I'm gonna be honest. The guy looked mid. Good player, really good player. Probably best right back then, right? But I think right backs have evolved in a sense. I'm saying
Right backs have definitely gained. Like, a lot of them had pace. A lot of them.
You can't exactly. You can't compare Cafu, for example,
Yeah.
to Gary Neville, can you?
Yeah.
Fuck no. You cannot compare the two.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker. Okay, answer me this: does Kyle Walker have more to his game than Gary Neville did?
Not because the game evolved since back then.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying he's the best because, in my opinion.
Best ever though.
Okay, I accept Ivanovic. Ivanovic was a.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I'll accept
Yeah.
Ivanovic as one of the best.
Come
I'll accept
on.
Ivanovic
You forgot, like, bro.
I accept Ivanovic as number 1.
He's the best of the modern era. Yes.
I think it's Dani Alves. It's Dani Alves best of the modern era. In terms of like.
Okay, my fault.
I'm talking about Premier League.
Premier League. Yeah, Danny Alves had a bro. Danny Alves was on
can't say-
stacked squads.
Kyle Walker.
Danny Alves was also stacked squads.
Tell me
bro.
something.
Like,
Tell me something. Kyle
Danny
Walker.
Alves was never like.
Yeah. The thing is when he's saying Kyle Walker is the best
I know,
Premier
it
League
hurts
back
to-
ever.
it hurts to hear.
When I think of best Premier League, I'm not thinking about. I never in my mind think
No,
about
no,
Kyle
no,
Walker.
no.
That's insane.
Yeah, but it's true, Loki.
Kyle Walker might be the best right back in the Prem at the moment.
At the moment, no.
No.
You're saying
I don't know. Maybe not at the moment. But
That's
at
what I'm
the
trying to think.
form, maybe like Ben White in terms of form.
In form, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But in terms of like all time, I think about what right backs got what.
But he wasted so much of his career at Spurs, though. He wasted so much time. Like, if you were doing,
He's won 4. Thing is, people. I always hear.
bro, he
people
won
say
4
this,
Prems
I'll
at
tell you-
City,
Bro,
bro.
I'll tell you this.
With
I
a
hear
great
people-
system, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you
When
this.
he's at Spurs, he did things,
I'll tell
but
you
he
this.
didn't win. Like, literally, there was an interview with Kyle Walker, and they were just asking him how does it feel to be in City and stuff like that. He's
It's
like,
a change.
at one point it was always like I was almost at the finish line, and it was like we never quite got there, but that's nice. It's nice to finally feel some type of confidence when you're in the finals. You know what I mean? And it was a shot at Spurs because it was like, bro, Tottenham probably goes to the semifinals and they're just like, oh my god, we made it. You know what I mean? They probably like already celebrating they lose.
Their only trophy in the last 10 years was beating City every year. That's the only trophy. They beat us every year. We cannot beat them. They're literally like our I don't know. Yeah, almost like kryptonite team. Cannot beat them.
By the way, bro,
Them and Crystal Palace. Haaland ended the Crystal Palace era finally. Haaland, he scored against Crystal Palace a couple days ago, and he scored I think he scored a hat trick earlier this season against them.
But let me ask you a question, bro. Did you guys watch the Spurs and Milan match?
I didn't get to watch that.
You didn't watch it? I was watching like the double screen. You know you could do that on the Champions League matches,
Yeah.
so I was watching that a little bit. But like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, man, what, bro? Spurs fumbled, bro.
You know, people don't
Spurs
talk about
had one chance to beat Milan.
No,
bro.
I'll say one thing. People don't want to talk about it, right? They call Calvin Phillips flop this season. Look, I get it. The guy's been injured. You can't really blame him. Richarlison's been fit the whole year.
But Charleston is
He
so
doesn't have
inconsistent.
one
bro.
Premier League goal. Not even one. Hjorberg has one. How are you a striker? You don't have one.
I don't understand what.
What's the problem with that club, bro? It's every year, though. It's not just 1 year. It's every single year.
Bro, I'm hoping now. I'm begging for City to like literally swoop in for 2 players in that club.
Who?
Bentancur and Kulusevski, man. Those guys need to leave.
How about Son? What do you think he does? Do you think
Fuck
he leaves the
Son.
club?
Son's
So you'd rather take those two instead of Son?
Yeah. Kulusevski.
Yeah.
Really? Imagine Son on your wing,
He's a
bro.
good player. Get to agree.
Kulusevski on his he's so good. And then Bentancur, he's literally
Yeah.
been carrying. Him and Cristiano Ronaldo have been carrying
Yeah,
Spurs this
I
season.
agree.
And Kane. Kane scored a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Kane, bro, I feel bad for him, bro.
He's got
wasting his
20
time.
goals. He's got 20 goals this season.
You don't feel bad?
I don't feel bad at all.
But he's just wasting his career.
No,
bro.
actually-
He could have left by now. I mean, this past one before you guys got Holland,
No,
you could have got Kane, but if they don't leave, you could say, what was the price?
Imagine Daniel Levy rejected 150 million.
Yeah.
We got Holland for 50 million.
Oh, I don't know about it. Was
No,
definitely
I think-
50?
No, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Holland is a 50 million price
He
tag.
wasn't,
No,
no,
was
he's
it?
No.
That's,
The
bro,
package-
I'm mad
I
at
hate this shit.
No.
What?
The
What?
overall package was way more than the 50 million.
No, but the thing is,
How much you pay the family?
forget-
How much you
forget-
pay? How much you pay all of them?
That's behind the scenes corruption. They don't tell you about that.
No, the overall package even says.
I'll take this right. What's the overall package for Pogba?
What? It was like 80 million. 80, 90?
No, man. You think Mino Raiola didn't take a check for his own?
Look at it. How much you pay the family?
51.2 million was the whole package.
Was it really the package?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Because Mino Raiola, like God, may God like.
Oh, shoot, this job.
May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. But Mino Raiola died, right? And when he died, the fee kind of went down.
Oh, really?
No one was asking for that much anymore.
What?
Exactly.
That's just
Don't talk to me.
In 2023?
Yeah, man.
50
The
million.
thing is, no, I think you know how it was like that, by the way. It's not like we bid. It was a
Bruce
release
Dortmund
clause.
took that, bro. They're so dumb,
They didn't
bro.
take that. They didn't take that. It was a release clause in his contract.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sky Sports reported this.
Yeah, it was
It's
a release.
official.
Yeah, it was a release clause in his contract. It wasn't like they couldn't really do anything much.
What's
on
it?
It was a release clause. in
No,
his
wait, how
contract.
much you say?
51 million.
Oh, no. 85.5 million. Oh, we got him. We got him. Manchester activated the Norway striker's release clause, and the player will join on July 1st for a total of 85 million.
You know the craziest thing? It's cheaper than Anthony. It's cheaper than Anthony.
I didn't agree with the price you bought
85.
him for.
That's still mad cheap for Holland, bro.
You're telling me that's a bad fee? You're telling me that's a bad fee?
Enzo Fernandez is like 135 million.
I'm sorry. You're telling me that's a bad fee? Please tell me that's a bad fee. Please tell me that's a bad fee.
It's not a bad fee considering what he's doing now. It's not a bad fee.
And then, you know, I hate most of anything. I hate more than anything. One type of people. They're like, well, yeah, but wages, man, wages. Bro, when has wages ever been brought into a transfer fee? When Pogba was signed, did you think about the wages?
I swear.
When Enzo Fernandez signed, did you talk about the wages? No, man. No one talks about wages. Don't talk about wages when it comes to us. Don't talk about it. Please, keep it out of here.
But to be fair, that was
You know the craziest thing is? The total package for Casemiro was more expensive.
no.
How much is Casemiro? Because I don't believe you.
Casemiro was 70 million. I think it was 60
No, it was like 60, 70 million.
Yeah, pounds. But I think he got an agent fee as well.
But check how much are his wages? How much does he get paid?
Oh yeah.
I swear it was like
20K,
I think it
right?
was like 2 something.
Maybe because I
It's a
think
4.
60 million plus 10 million in add-ons.
But that's to the club. That's the Real Madrid.
Okay,
I see. I'm
Agent
seeing
fees.
Bleacher Report actual because I'm not gonna listen.
No, don't go this website. Sorry, BR football. I'm not sure.
You know Bleacher Report?
Nah, I don't like.
Bleacher Report is good.
Nah, man, they don't know anything.
60
I think
60
just
million plus 10 million in add-ons to Real Madrid. Ramiro added his wages will place him among the highest earners in the league.
I expect him to be one of the highest for sure, but it's
Yeah, but
Seventy
he's
mil?
the highest wage one in the league, I think.
Oh,
I would expect Real Madrid to fight more for his bread, though.
United Liverpool?
United Liverpool have the highest wages.
It's even Scott's. Let me see.
But United for sure. How much De Gea 350 a week? Martial gets 220,
70 mil.
Marshall gets 220.
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Probably injured.
Yeah. Radford's 250. Sancho is I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Sancho's 400.
No,
You guys
I
think
I heard it might be.
It's 300.
Do you guys
Everyone
think
is
you should let go of Martial?
I like him as a player. Every time he
Fuck
comes
off.
on, he does
No.
good, but he's always
he's
injured. So
This is what I'm saying. This is
Except for the
this
Ten
is the
Hag
problem.
system, if you guys trying to go long term with it, you guys need to have like you guys have that consistent talent, people that are on the pitch at all times. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
especially if you guys are trying to do some big
Here,
things.
Sancho earns 250
The
million.
second,
250K.
by the way, and I was gonna ask you. So you said you're like a pro player, right?
Yeah.
So I talked about that a little bit. Like, no, I feel like a lot of people give up on their dreams in high school and stuff like that because like sports get intense and whatnot. Like,
I mean,
especially like soccer, because I feel like, in my personal opinion, being from the States, I feel like soccer is still the hardest sport to make it in.
definitely the hardest in America, but when you go kind of out of the country and leave, it's not as hard as you would see. It would seem like he said before. I don't know if it got off camera, but he's like, you know, a couple people, like your dad knew a couple people, and it's kind of like there's multiple ways you can kind of make it, and it's like you get scattered or you kind of know like a kind of
You know somebody who works somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. They
and
work at a
recommend
club and
you.
they'll put you on. It's kind of like through that, but at the end of the day, you still have to kind of perform to get that like status too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So what do you play? So like, when was the last club that you played for? Was it in the States or was it?
Well, the last official club was in Nicaragua. It's called America OAR.
You're lying.
Yeah.
So you were out there for a little bit.
Yeah, I was there for 6 months. Yeah, I was there playing, and then we got it was me and my friend. We got a offer for a different team. Like it was like a league above us, so the league was kind of weird. It was Division 1, Division 2A, and Division 2B, and then 3 below. We were in 2B, and then we were training with a team that was kind of in 2A, going up to Division 1. We had an offer to stay you guys can come stay with us. We'll pay you and stuff like that, but we just weren't still trying to stay.
How would you say like compared to the competition here and outside the country, like it's a different ball game, right? Like football.
And Nicaragua is a lot more physical, and I had to definitely adjust my game when I was over there, and when I came back to play, I had to kind of relax a little bit because there it's if you kind of have the ball, if you hold the ball as a midfield, I play in the midfield, so if I hold the ball for too long, I'm not even worried about someone getting the ball from me. They're gonna tackle me hard, kind of try to hurt me. So it's kind of like you have to be worried for that. You have to kind of be careful for that. And so when I came back, I'm kind of a lot more aggressive in a dirty way too, because they play really dirty, and you only get respected if you kind of play.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to like if they tackle you, you have to go tackle.
Yeah, and I realized that when I was playing with my friends, I was kind of doing a little bit too much. Like, cool, I need to relax. So kind of took me a little bit to kind of adjust back to this level. But here's a lot more compared to Nicaragua, a lot more technical. But when I went to Spain for a trial, like we stayed at the academy, and we had like a bunch of scouts watch us for a couple games. And when we played against some professional teams, they're all so much more technical than over here. This is so La Liga, the tiki taka, and the fitness you have to have too is insane.
You have to be like really like your stamina has to be like tier 1.
One of the teams we played was, I remember by far my hardest game was Real Vallecano.
Okay.
It's the La Liga team, but it's like the B team for them, like the under 20.
Oh yeah.
We got
like is it like the same way like Barcelona, Barca B?
Yeah, basically they play like different leagues.
Yeah.
But the way they worked us was insane. Those people were so fit, it was insane.
Like they outran you all night. Like
for sure, yeah. So the first half we lost 3-0, but those 3 goals were mistakes. We could have held them off to 0-0, but it wasn't off of we dominated the game. It was more like we defended really well, and the whole time because we played 2 games that day. We played against Fuenlabrada. They're like a division.
They're like lower division.
Like lower division in Spain, but it was still a tough game. We lost 3-2, and then the second game was back to back. Real Vallecano. Oh, like 2 different level, because it was from division like lower level to like a B team for the La Liga, different level, and then both teams I was playing CDM and I was covering the whole side by myself. Yeah. So I'm playing this. I just played a game and I played another one, like a 90-minute game. I was like, oh my god! So I'm running side to side to side, and we're defending the whole time, so we didn't touch the ball. So it was just conditioning the whole time, just running. It was insane.
So let me ask you, like, I don't know, wait, you're Ethiopian, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever play for the Ethiopian national team? If you had the chance, or like?
If I had the chance,
I ask like a lot of people this, like a lot of Ethiopians this question, but I feel like you're actually in a situation where you can't, if you.
I mean, I probably would have before, but now it's a whole like political thing, so I don't know if I would.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's a whole political issue, so I don't really know if I would play for them.
I see, but if it was like no political issue, you'd rather play for them over America.
Well, my whole goal, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I have the option for both, I'd probably go for America because the chances are bigger. I can win more. I can go. Like, the World Cup's about to be in, America in 2026?
Yeah, 2026.
So the opportunity to play in my home country in front of, like, everyone here will be
a
lot more enticing than probably playing in Ethiopia. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hopefully, God willing, in the future, I have the opportunity to see what happens, and I'll take my chance there.
Nah, that's tough. I feel like, I don't know, what kind of, like, mentally, you never kind of stop, like, playing football. Because, I like I said earlier, like, I think a lot of people stop playing, especially the sports that they played during high school and stuff like that.
Because it's kind of, I had a game plan. I already knew from high school, so alright, cool. The plan is to go college and play. Played college, and it's like, alright, cool. I kind of looked at my research, like, alright, cool. And, dude, at the time, I think the rules changed, but I might be mistaken, but it was 2 years, or you can change in a year. Do 2 years after school, and then you can transfer out. So I was planning on getting like clips, as much clips as I can, and send them out to coaches. My plan was to go to Tech, and from there, kind of go pro.
Tech has a good team, right?
There was I enjoy the school. I go there kind of often. And I like going to Tech. So also I can play for the team, the D1. I can also hang out with my friends too. So it's like a win-win. But yeah, then things changed for the better. So I was like, all right, cool, let's go this way.
Nicaragua was nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you ever play? Would you rather play in the Prem? You play Prem or La Liga?
Prem for sure.
Prem, right?
La Liga is a lot more safe.
People know you more in the Prem.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And the coaches are a lot more. They're safer.
By the way, to let everyone know, we're doing best strikers of all time. Kind of switch this up.
No, best strikers in this recent generation.
This recent generation?
Yeah,
okay.
all time.
Like in the last 20 years.
Yeah, basically.
Not 20 years.
Well, I thought it was the last 10.
Last 15.
10, 15, yeah. Okay, cool.
10, 15. Because 10 years ago, 2013.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So you said Aguero. You said Aguero's the best in the last 10 years.
I don't say he's the best in the last 10 years. Last 15 years.
He is
I
top
think the best striker. In my opinion, people are gonna hate on me for this or whatever, right? I think the best striker we've ever seen in history has to be Suarez. Suarez is the most gifted striker I've ever seen. Suarez, during the time of Ronaldo and Messi peak, won top scorer and top assist in La Liga, competing with both of them. You know how insane that is.
Okay.
Suarez finishes used to average almost every year at least 10 assists and at least 20 goals.
But I don't know if it was caught before I think everything cut off. You said Ronaldo wasn't in this conversation.
I don't consider Ronaldo and Messi because Ronaldo and Messi, they're like,
and they play like he said.
levels.
I think Ronaldo and Madrid play more winger than he did.
He played the weird inverted
like
because
inverted.
he would come into Benzema's place and Benzema.
Yeah.
It was a weird system.
Oh yeah, and then they caught Bale and everything. Yeah, but I was gonna say. So what would you think is the best striker? Let's do a top 5 list, and I want to get into like Champions League predictions, like for the final.
Top 5 list.
Top 5.
Oh my god.
Top 5 strikers list.
In order or just the strikers itself?
In order, bro. I gotta make it tough, bro. It's a tough combo, bro.
Number 1, Suarez.
Let's go bottom up.
Bottom up? Nah, but bottom up, I don't know. Okay, bottom up. Yeah, okay, fine. Bottom up.
I feel like this makes it easier.
In this generation.
Yes.
Last 15 to 20 years.
Last
In our lifetime, in our eyes.
Yeah.
I will make an argument for one man with the last 52 years. I could argue for Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane's a serious threat.
As a striker,
I
yeah.
don't
Okay.
know.
Are we just saying just
Actually,
goal
no.
itself, or
I can't just put goals because I have to put accolades as well in it. You're right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Ibrahimovic, Cavani, do they come in this at all?
Cavani, no. Ibrahimovic,
Could
maybe.
be argued.
Cavani wasn't even
Cavani
best player from his country.
But Cavani-
he didn't.
Okay, I get that.
Cavani was crazy though. I will not doubt. Cavani was insane.
That PSG squad was
PSG
crazy.
Cavani, oh my god. The
They should have won.
celebration.
They should have won the Champions League one time, bro. Like, that was.
But I think Ibra.
They play better than this PSG, by the way. I'm
Because
saying
they're more
that.
of a team. They're more of a team.
Yeah.
So egos. They had a couple egos, but not too many to like over the coach.
I didn't think Ibrahimovic wasn't the guy for them to like win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. But I think Ibra has to be top 5 for what he's done. For what he's done.
Wait, let me
I think if we can name, I might be like missing a couple players, but I think he has to be. I'll put him 5th. It could be higher, but I think for what he's done, who else?
Okay, wait. Are we talking about with accolades or just without accolades at all?
I have
to be both.
I have
to
to.
be goals.
Let me put my take.
Yeah.
I say Ibra,
I don't know.
Samuel Eto'o.
No, from 13, because after 13 on, he wasn't really playing.
No, we're not talking about 13. We're talking about 15 to 20 years. Like,
15 years.
since 2005.
Yeah.
Since 2005.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine's different now.
Yeah, mine's
Mine's
different.
completely different.
I have now.
I'll tell you mine. Number 1.
What?
Suarez.
Suarez. One?
Nothing gets close to Suarez. Suarez is ahead by a mile, I could say. Number 2.
I'm talking about careers, right? Not just peak.
The peak
If it was
obviously.
peak-
The peak
if it was
obviously
peak,
matters.
it'd be Suarez, Aguero, Van Persie probably, in my opinion.
Persie.
Van Persie was a killer in his day, right?
Fair.
But I'd say number 1. Yeah, it's number 1 Suarez, like I said. Number 2. It's between Benzema and Noah.
Who?
Benzema.
Lewandowski.
Bro, Benzema has the Champions League behind him. He has
Benzema hasn't done nothing internationally, bro.
So then Lewandowski.
Huh?
Was he not? Lewandowski. No, 13 he wasn't there. When we.
But the thing is, with Benzema, you can't blame him. He was out for that whole blackmail scandal.
What about the trouble? Bayern Munich when they won it.
That was there.
That one was there, right?
Wait, which one?
No, he was in Borussia Dortmund.
No. When they won the trouble, was he not in it?
He was in Borussia Dortmund.
No. The most recent time they won the Champions League, they won the trouble at the same time.
Oh yeah, the
Lewandowski was on the team, right? Yeah.
Who's that?
So he has that as well.
Yeah, but bro, you can't compete with 5 Champions Leagues.
He had trouble. Trouble was
5
hard.
Champions
Trouble
Leagues,
was
Ballon
hard.
d'Or.
But I get it.
Bro, but Benzema's squad was OC, bro. That's not an OC squad, bro.
I'll be honest, right?
Benzema's had the bro.
My top 5, right? Suarez, Benzema, Lewandowski. Who else? Suarez, Benzema, Lewandowski, Sergio.
I'll put Sergio above Lewandowski, in my opinion.
You know what? You're a smart guy.
You know what? My opinion. I put Sergio. And City said too.
Suarez, Benzema, Sergio, Lewa. But I think it's honestly, it's probably Lewa than Sergio.
Because the same thing you said about the Champions League.
Yeah, I'd say probably Lewa than Sergio because the Champions League.
He's done it at this stage. He's done it.
And then I would say, oh, it's a tough one. First place, I have Zlatan,
Zlatan at
Van
5.
Persie.
Let me tell you this. I have a very valid list, and I have a reasoning for
I
it.
think Zlatan. I love Zlatan.
I'll give it Zlatan instead of Ibra.
Suarez, Drogba, Aguero, Lewandowski.
I see the Drogba. No. The thing is, I see the Drogba thing. I see the Drogba thing.
And then,
But I'll tell you my only argument with the Drogba thing, right? He wasn't scoring as much outside the big games. Like yes, it matters you score big games. It matters so much.
I know what you're trying to say. He wasn't a consistent
But he
scorer.
wasn't as consistent as of a scorer as the rest of these guys. Like Sergio's been bagging 20 goals for how many years? I think.
But I'm looking at Drogba on his impact on what he did with his squad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And also what he did in these big games as well. Correct. Peak, but I think their peak defines their career at the end of the day, right? Am I wrong?
No, I don't think so.
I'm saying.
I think Alexander Pato had a great peak, but you can't argue like him. Like,
Bro, but Alexander Pato lasted like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was a short stint, buddy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that didn't last very long. But I'm trying to say Drogba at least like he had longevity with what he did, right?
Yeah.
I said Suarez, Drogba, Lewandowski, or Benzema. Lewandowski because Lewandowski had a tougher challenge getting to where he wanted to be. I feel Benzema didn't have such the challenge he did. Zlatan.
I think you gotta put Sergio.
I forgot Sergio. My fault.
You have to put Sergio. Sergio is.
You know what? I'm such a contrary to what I said. Lewandowski or Sergio? Sergio Lewandowski. And then, bro, that 5 is tough, bro. I'm gonna put Samuel Eto'o, bro.
I see
Samuel Eto'o, bro.
I see the
Eto'o's won, bro. He's won, bro.
He's won,
bro.
But Zlatan.
Hey, bro. I think Eto'o has more trophies than Zlatan, bro. We could take a look at that right now.
Zlatan has no Champions Leagues.
Exactly.
He's never won.
has 2 trebles back to back.
Hey, bro. He was a top performer in both clubs.
He wasn't very impactful in one treble.
For Barcelona?
Yeah.
But come on, Barcelona squad was stacked, bro. Come on.
Yeah. I think he was. No, to be fair, he was doing really well. He was scoring.
David
He was
Villa?
scoring.
No, nowhere. David Villa.
Ooh, shit.
Fuck Zlatan. David Villa's in.
Shoot.
David Villa is so underrated.
Yo, we
You know I met
actually
him,
a lot of.
right? You know I met him one time.
You did?
Yeah.
Where at?
I met David Villa, Xavi, and Iniesta.
Where? Oh, when you were at Barca.
No, when I went on a trip to Barcelona back in the day. But this was afterwards. I went on a trip and I met them all.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like David Villa fell off his prime when, like, the year after Spain won the World Cup. I think he fell off after that.
He fell off at the perfect time. He won a World
Yeah,
Cup.
he did.
And he went to the MLS right after that. Like,
Yeah, he went to New York.
No,
he made the Spain squad.
He went to Chicago, did he not?
Chicago.
Chicago Fire.
He's for the Fire.
Yeah.
But I think he might make the
I
Spain
think you're right.
squad.
I think you're right.
Did he not go Fire as well?
No,
Or was that someone else?
No, wait. I think he might have gone. Wait, I have to see the logo. I know the logo.
But you know one thing I'll say. I think that David Villa actually made the Spain squad in Brazil.
Really?
He made the Brazil. Yeah, you didn't know that. He made the squad.
Oh wow.
I actually, because I remember like watching that World Cup vividly, and I was like, I was watching the highlights of one of these days, and I was like, it was the Netherlands versus Spain game.
But
They had a rematch because they're in the same group.
Just for clarification, the only reason I put Benzema ahead of Lewa is because of the accolades Benzema has. Right?
But I want to argue this. I think Benzema's accolades, no, Lewandowski's trial and tribulation overcomes his accolades. Because if you put Lewandowski on that Real Madrid squad, bro, if you bless him with that Cristiano Ronaldo,
I think 5 goals in 9 minutes.
hey, that's why I hate on the Bundesliga. That's why I hate on the Bundesliga. That's like that will never happen anywhere
I'll
else.
tell you one thing. You put Benzema in the Bundesliga. You think the same's not gonna happen?
But the thing is, I understand
Let's
that.
be honest.
I understand that.
But Benzema, by the way,
I
he
still
falls, bro. Benzema can have some fall-offs, dog. He can have some fall-offs, bro. He didn't make that Russia squad, bro. That was not because of controversy. That was just simply because he wasn't good enough to make that French squad. That wasn't because of the controversy.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He wasn't that good to make that squad, bro. Benzema was not even bro. Nobody was talking about Benzema that 2018 year. We all know that, bro. Nobody was talking about
Yeah,
him.
but Benzema was still bad.
Literally, this guy was the Ballon d'Or that made Jazz
The
inside.
thing is, Benzema. I think the problem is with Benzema, right? Was that he was banging it in a league that had the 2 greats of all time, and like you get overshadowed. The same with Suarez. People don't recognize how good Suarez was.
I think he definitely got more shine at
Even
Liverpool.
Neymar.
I
Neymar
think
2015. If you guys saw Neymar 2015, my God.
that's why I get more respect.
Neymar should have had a Ballon d'Or in 2015. In my opinion.
My personal opinion,
Ronaldo.
let me tell you something. I think personally for me, the reason I have more respect on Suarez than I do on Benzema is because Suarez did it in the Premier League first. He did it first in the Premier League.
I respect that he.
Yeah, and Liverpool too. Liverpool was a bro.
Yeah, Liverpool was like 5.
But he didn't win anything still.
He was
flop.
But he was
Nah,
fighting.
he didn't flop.
He was fighting at Liverpool, bro. Steven Gerrard was like dying, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like, bro,
he's-
that squad was literally like, bro.
All those goals for nothing. He didn't win anything.
He United.
So that's the suck. He didn't win anything.
Nah, bro.
Cool goals for fun. I'm happy for
At
him.
least, at least we share our hatred in Liverpool.
Respect. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Let's finish. I want to finish this one off. We'll get some Champions League predictions just on these two matches specifically, right?
Okay.
PSG versus not PSG, Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Easy for you guys. Easy choice.
Easy Madrid. Easy Madrid.
Madrid's going through easily.
Easy. Now the last one. Obviously for me, I have City as well. Not City, Real Madrid. Last one, I have the City and Leipzig.
Leipzig. Okay, let's be honest. Like everyone wants to say Leipzig, yeah, and there could be an argument made for Leipzig, but we have Kevin De Bruyne back, right? And Kevin De Bruyne is.
And you guys are at home.
And we're at home.
But I wouldn't put it past you guys to.
We could still fumble.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. We could still fumble it, right? But I think we're a different team to what we were before. Because we haven't fumbled this year yet, have we? Like any big game. We haven't been losing. We haven't been winning. Okay, no, I actually, there is one game we fumbled this season, I think. One game specifically, I know off the top of my head. Brentford at home.
Yeah, you guys.
We lost in the 97th minute to Ivan Toney counter attack. We fumbled that, yes.
But this past, this past game, would you guys play again? I forgot.
Crystal Palace?
Was it Crystal Palace? Past game, yeah.
Like, Crystal Palace is always tough. But
I understand, but
no.
It wasn't the most.
I
don't know how you guys.
I get what you mean, but I don't believe in comparing the Prem because I could compare the Southampton game to the United right now. But I honestly.
We were down a man.
Huh?
We were down a man.
You were down.
They almost won still.
But I don't think he had like the Southampton game was like a perfect reflection.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
But
and it's the same thing with Southampton against Chelsea. Is that the perfect reflection of Chelsea?
Yeah, of course, obviously not. It was just, you know what I mean? We had a bad game. Like,
Crystal Palace.
That's the reason why the Prem is such a good club.
With Crystal Palace, everyone. Like, I'm sorry, but like, look at past results. Crystal Palace away. Look at who suffered there.
No, I hate playing this Crystal Palace.
Everyone hates Crystal Palace.
They make upsets, bro.
We
tried to do against them.
Bro, it's the African All-Star team, bro. They got everyone. They got the SA, they got everyone, bro.
Unless the free kick he scored against us in the 92nd minute.
Bro, oh my
you know how pissed off I was?
God.
And the worst part was that he was so nonchalant about it. He barely celebrated.
Yeah.
So at least celebrate.
Yeah.
At least, but he's like, bro, I do this every week.
No.
You don't do this every week.
Exactly.
Celebrate.
See, that's why I mean Crystal Palace away, like you can't really judge, but the thing is, I think there are a couple games in the Premier you cannot judge. Crystal Palace, Brentford are killers. They've killed all the top six.
Even this year, bro, oh my
They've
goodness.
killed all the top six.
Yeah.
You know, not a single top six, like not a single top six side has gotten a point from Brentford. I think maybe Spurs is the only one. I'm not 100% sure though.
Spurs is up and down. I really don't understand.
Spurs is like the weird.
I swear, so they could be City and lose to Brentford like next week, right? I swear to God.
But like, yeah, Brentford, Crystal Palace, right? Everything you might have a shocker. You might have like once in a while. You might, but no, it depends. If you play like Goodison Park, you might something might happen to you there, right? But there's I don't know because the Prem nowadays it's so hard to predict it.
Exactly.
I think it's a good thing if anything because
It makes the league more entertaining.
If Chelsea play Brentford, bro, it's a classical to me.
Yeah.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But Brentford killed us. They killed Liverpool. They killed United. 4-0 earlier this
We're not talking
season.
about that. That was early
But
on.
okay.
Now we're a different team now.
Yeah.
You think they
That was
could-
Ronaldo. They're dealing with a toxic
Oh,
issue.
bro.
If we do it again, that's not happening again.
They do so well, man. Brentford are such a good team, man. It's such Thomas Frank has done such a good job with them. Such a crazy team, right? So I think, bro, Brentford.
They're fighting mid-table, so you know what I mean?
Not even mid-table. They're fighting for the top half of the table now.
They're doing decent.
They're above Chelsea, man. Come on.
No.
Brentford. They're
No.
above Chelsea, man. Of
My
course.
thing is that if this was City last season, I could say they'll probably win against Leipzig, but now
I don't know. You see?
What are they at now?
I'm at 1 point. Relax, guys. Chelsea will win our next match. Who do you play next match? Come on. You beat Leicester last week. We're gonna. Well, we don't have too tough of a schedule. Everton,
You guys play us.
easy. Everton, bro.
You guys play
3
us
points.
second
3
last game,
points.
right?
Huh?
You guys play us at home second last game.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried. I'm not, to be honest, bro. Premier League, it's not my
Bro,
fault.
you know the worst part is? How many times, bro, I can't even count how many times we beat you guys this season already.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said that, I was like, alright, well, then we both think, hold on. We looked at each other, we looked at you, I was like, what? You're crazy.
Yeah.
We beat you guys like 4 times this season already. What else?
Yeah.
The thing is, no, chill.
we
Hey,
beat
bro,
you all away, neutral,
hey, bro.
everywhere.
I'm no longer discussing Chelsea's Premier League plays, bro. Let's talk about the Champions League, bro. What we're doing in the Champions League, bro.
You guys, no, I'm sorry. Look, Champions League, yes.
Don't get hyped over that.
Don't get hyped.
That was luck. That was.
Alright? I'm saying we're ahead.
That's not happening again. The next one.
I see Chelsea fans say they're gonna win the Champions League. Come, get off your high pedestal. That was one lucky Champions League. Look at the odds of it. There's been how many years of Champions League? It's like maybe like 100. Like, we're approaching now maybe 70 years of Champions League, right? You've won 2. Something like the odds, is it?
How many have you guys won this year?
37 in the league.
37?
37?
37 points.
And
We
what's,
had that in December.
and what's the bottom half? Last.
22.
22.
Hey, bro, we're literally.
All I'm saying is don't worry about the upper half. Worry about the bottom half. I've been talking about. I have a Chelsea friend too, Eamon. I don't know if
You guys are close to relegation.
I've been talking about. I say all the time. Don't worry about us. Worry about the bottom half because you have a lot to worry about.
Nah,
'Cause
relax, bro.
Everyone
You're
else
jazzing it, bro.
above you guys is.
Chelsea, bro.
Oh, listen, but
Chelsea's back. Chelsea's
Enjoy
doing.
Champions
Chelsea's
League.
back. Wait, hold on. You said Chelsea's back?
No, Chelsea's not bad. Chelsea's doing well.
Well?
After 3 games.
Three games, well?
Decent. They're
It's
decent.
like decent.
3 games.
No.
I'm not gonna be
Three games.
surprised if anything happens, but again, I'm on the high for Chelsea at the moment. Last part, I was definitely not happy with how Chelsea was playing. I definitely, you know, I had my takes on it.
City's
But
like-
now Chelsea doing much better.
Better. Put Chelsea against a team that spent nearly as much. It's done.
What do you guys play next?
Everything easy.
No.
Dumb,
If
dumb,
you guys-
dumb, win.
If you guys lose,
Everton,
you're the first one to get
I hope you know everything I've played against City, right?
Relax,
and
bro,
they beat
relax,
Arsenal.
relax,
They
bro.
beat Arsenal and stopped
Everton's
Arsenal.
relegation. They're 15, bro.
Everton.
Relax.
They have more to
They've got Sean Dyche 4-4 fucking 2. 4-4
End of the pod, bro.
Sean
Yeah.
Dyche is the king of 4-4-2. You will not get.
I wouldn't be surprised with how.
Relax. I
You
love
got to-
Everton.
you gotta
I
have
wouldn't be
good attack.
surprised.
Bro,
That's too.
hey, Chelsea fans, bro, defend me in the comments, bro. No way, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, for City, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't take.
We
goals.
could fumble it, but like let's be honest. Let's be realistic here.
You guys are favorites in this match, but I would be a lot more confident in you guys if this was the last season City team.
Oh
But now,
yeah, of course.
yeah,
of course.
obviously. But now I really don't know. It's a 50-50,
But,
but I think
let's
that's
be
favorites.
honest. Okay, there we go.
Oh no, I'll give it to you. I'll be fair. I'll give it to you guys right now.
That's all I need.
But thank you guys so much for
We
watching.
might lose though, huh?
Yeah,
We might lose. If we lose, don't
Yeah,
say I'm not
yeah,
good.
I
yeah.
hope, no, I think you guys are favorites, but I hope you guys lose.
Oh,
Now we
come
can
on,
end it.
man.
Hey bro, thank you guys so much for watching this. We're gonna be seeing this City loss, bro, and we're gonna react to that after that next pod. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think this is our longest pod. Please, if you guys can, watch, link, subscribe, all that. Thank you guys so much. Let's talk footy. We out.